Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming's Dungeons and Dragons. This is Season 2, Episode 33, I believe. We're running through the Tomb of Annihilation module in Dungeons and Dragons 5e. We are at level 9 right now, I believe. In our party, we have a cleric, a paladin, a wizard, a sorcerer, and a rogue. Where we left off, we're about 2 sessions in here. We're still on the first level of the Temple of the Nine Gods. And where we left off last week, we were in the middle of kind of combat/initiative deal. Our wizard had kind of dove a little deep behind a secret door to see what he could find while we were kind of holding some ghouls at bay. And we're going to jump in here. One of our party members is running a little late, so he'll be joining us in a few minutes. But we're going to get started without him because, he's not that important to the stream right now. So anyway, let's jump into the chat and see how things are going.
That's fine.
All right, nailed it. We're good to go.
So I'm back at the PC. All right. Andrew Mock said he had to go skin a cat, so let's wait for him to finish with that.
How long does that take?
Well, there's more than one way to do it, so
depends on the way, I guess. Yeah.
In Red Dead Redemption, it takes about 8 seconds.
Okay.
And if I learned anything from Red Dead Redemption,
how many ways can you do it in Red Dead Redemption?
I've only seen one way, but I have heard.
I think that was about 12 seconds on my part.
That's pretty good, man.
There you go.
You're efficient.
Right.
By the way, no animals were harmed in the filming of this stream.
Well, I didn't include the time it took to put the skin on top of the back of the horse, so that must be what accounts for those extra 4 seconds.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't have a horse, but a mule. That's the same thing, right?
And then you're just sitting there holding a cat skin. I mean, what are you going to do with it? You know?
Right, exactly.
Weirdest.
All right.
Thing.
So as a reminder, everybody's starting this week with inspiration again.
Oh.
You're all welcome. Nick and I convinced him.
Yep. No, and this is going to be one of the things that's going to change a bit from week to week as I try to narrow in on what the right way to do this is, because I kind of went with the MVP route originally. That's not the way it's intended to be used, but I figured, okay, let's just try that. I think one tweak I'd like to add moving forward is you'll get inspiration for exceptional role-playing moving forward. So not just normally role-playing your character, which is kind of just an expectation, but exceptional role-playing. And in particular, when you role-play in a way that is true to your character and by doing so puts your character at a disadvantage.
Okay.
That's not what my character would do.
There will always be times. There will always be times where the thing that you would do is not what's going to be most advantageous for your character. So when you do that, that's when you'll earn inspiration.
All right. Okay. And to also be clear, though, you had made a statement last week that indicated that if we were doing something that seemed maybe extreme, that you would appreciate as my character would do, yada yada yada.
Yeah, totally. Because it's pretty easy for me to just be cranking on the mechanics and I can overlook things. So feel free to highlight a bit.
Yeah. So case in point, my example with my guy is that I can't let enemies go. So that's why I went after the dude who ran.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just providing context. That's all.
Just takes you forever to catch them.
It's very true.
Slow and steady.
Sure, it's in fire plays whenever you start running.
All right. So with that, who would like to do the recap for last week? Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and ask Andrew Mock to do it, since we're probably going to start the night with a little bit of a spotlight on Oddman Zig.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the thick of it, aren't I? So we were we found a couple different chambers, and we found this crystal door that looked like there was some shenanigans with some seated figures wearing masks, and we had this riddle about masks, so we tried to get in that way, and we eventually found our way down a corridor where there was a room with a statue that was pulling all of our metal toward it. And so a few of us disrobed and went through the room, and found ourselves through a back passage into the chamber with the masks, which then we set everything on fire. And one of them escaped downwards, and my character followed him. There was a brief battle. There was a wall of force, and we are, I believe, picking up in the later half of that battle.
Okay. Did we leave anything out? Anybody else want to highlight anything?
I think that's a great 30-second recap of what happened.
Okay. All right. So you should be able to see the map again, I believe, everybody.
Yarp.
All right. And so, just as a reminder here, Oddman Zig finds himself in a cavernous opening with 20-foot tall ceilings. This is down what looks to be a natural kind of stream. There's a waterfall pouring water into this room. The water is about 5 feet or so deep, and you see water pouring in from cracks and seams in the rough walls of this cavern. The floor beneath your feet under the water is muddy, and the water is slowly flowing to the northeast away from you from the direction that you came from. Just above the pool's surface, right next to you and right next to your new friend, the white, is a large treasure chest dangling from rusty chains embedded in the ceiling. You'd previously, I think, looked a little bit closer at that, if I remember. Is that right?
Yes, and there was an inscription around the lock.
Yeah, and the inscription around the lock was written in common and read, "I devour all but the greatest thieves." So,
you've got to roll 20s, boys.
Let me go ahead and pull this up, and we've got about another 8 rounds left on that wall. Or no, that wall is up for it's 10 rounds. Is that right?
It's a minute.
Yeah. So a minute is 10 rounds. So I would say there's 8 rounds left. Ish.
Sure, sounds about right.
Oh, sorry,
All
10
right,
minutes.
so
Up to 10 minutes. Sorry.
Oh my God. So forever.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
you can
walls...
choose to drop it whenever you want.
Just a quick question on that. Will that cost me an action in the turn order to do that?
I don't think so. I don't think you can do it until your turn though. But
Sure.
My understanding is you can just break the concentration whenever you want.
Copy that.
Yeah, it's a dismissal of concentration on those walls.
And I do actually have one technical question on a sidetrack from the side note from this. Troy, you mentioned you sent me that link, and could you send me that thing again if you have that handy? If not, don't worry about it. But about the thieves' cant.
Yes.
Do I have to constantly be looking for that, or am I just like?
No, you don't have to look for it. It's a language, and it's a language that you can read and write and speak.
Okay, so if we're walking down the hallway, I don't need to be making a perception check. I would just see that. Oh, hey, I see like this language written.
That's correct. Yeah, and you should have access to that in Discord IM.
Discord IM. Thanks. That's what exactly. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So turn over here. It's Jingle's turn. So we're actually kind of zooming back out. Oh, and one last thing. So I think Killers might be the only one, unfortunately, but has anybody watched the Castlevania Netflix show?
No.
I watched season 1.
Season 2's out now, and it's really good.
Okay.
So I was reading up on somebody else's Tomb of Annihilation campaign, and one of the things that they did that I thought was pretty interesting is they kind of spun the whole thing as basically a Saturday morning cartoon with mustache twirling villains, and they had like intro music that was they played the whole thing up to be a bit comical. And I was thinking, that's pretty cool, but I don't think that that's really the way we're playing it. But I think the way we're playing it is almost like grim, dark, super bloody, but anime like not realistic. And like the Castlevania series season 1, I think is a good example of where you kill a thing and just like so much blood comes out, it's ridiculous.
We can do that.
Recta was always covered in something.
How could it have had that much blood?
We're ninja scrolling it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I think that's what captures the feeling like of because this tune is going to get progressively more ridiculous as we go down. Spoiler alert.
I'm
And
just trying to break up a little bit.
Does anybody else hear Troy like one of the androids from Daft Punk?
Yeah, he's on a pier in San Diego right now, so it's a little tricky for him.
I understand that. I just think it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm on the Wi-Fi now, so hopefully it'll generally be better. But it is hotel Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So.
I've played Hotel Wi-Fi Roll20. It's not pretty.
No, it's not.
No. All right, so Jingle, it is your turn. And you're currently in the rusted, the rust room, the rust magnet room.
So I'm gonna move. I think what I would probably do here, knowing that this wall is still up, I think I'm gonna kind of step into this main room. So let me measure out. Put me 30. So I'm gonna end up right there.
Okay.
I'd like to. Am I close enough to inspect what this is in the center of the room?
You are. So you look at that and you see a
Hey guys.
Hey, buddy.
So Jingle, you see a stone sarcophagus resting up on a 2-step tall dais in the middle of the room. The sarcophagus itself has an ornamental bear, something that based upon your time in Omu, you know to be a Zorbo, has been embossed upon the lid of that sarcophagus.
Can I tell from here if it looks movable at all? Like, or does it look like
the sarcophagus itself looks like it's built into the stone of the room. It does seem to have a separate lid.
All right. Well, that's as far as I can go in my move. So that's gonna be into my turn. I'm probably gonna get close to it next.
That was the first turn of the night. All right. So with Jingle wrapped up, Jeremy, is your turn.
Okay.
And I think that you're still not wearing any of your stuff.
Right. I'm gonna leave my stuff because I think we want to go. Why did we come back here? What was the idea? Was that we were running away from everything that was in this room, right?
I'm not quite sure where.
That's more of a question for Gaxif and Jingle and Oddman Zig and Ketchum.
I'm not sure why you guys left. This wall is not going anywhere.
I left because I was chasing somebody.
Yeah, I remember leaving because I had the mask and I thought we were trying to get out of this room because we couldn't really do anything to those guys in that room.
They were also attacking you and you didn't have any weapons except for the one you stole.
There was that.
I just got here, but I am fully armed, so I would be ready to start hammering.
Okay, I'm gonna look around and be like, okay, my stuff's still here, and then I'm gonna start heading back south.
Okay, so you head back the other direction.
Yeah. Do I want to go? We don't want to go north? The party is going south, so I'm gonna stick with the group. So yeah, I'll head. So I get 30 plus 10. It's 40.
Oh, I see Ketchum. Hey, buddy.
Howdy.
Why is that? Why am I moving? Why am I panning and moving the cursor?
Right click.
What the hell's going on?
Where am I?
Oh, okay.
You're in Chol.
All right.
Are you good or?
I guess I am.
I see on my screen. I see you moved. Okay, you're still there. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna stop here because I'm waiting because I can't end my spot on that same spot where he is.
Mm-hmm.
So and that would be 40 feet. So I'm gonna I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, I'm gonna start heading back south, and that's where I'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. So zooming back down and just to be clear, I see you about halfway to I see you like 4 to 5 squares west of where you started.
Me, yes.
Okay. All right. You in that cavernous room with a wight who is pretty worse for the wear. He's barely dragging himself through the mud. His head is, not very far above the water. Just kind of using one hand to push the treasure chest to the side, using the other hand, which is like barely holding on. You can see the bones are cracked and the flesh is falling off. It's reaching toward you, but hasn't quite reached you yet.
Very good. I am not going to take any chances here, and I'm going to use Burning Hands against him.
Okay. So is that just damage? That's not a hit roll, right?
No, there's no hit roll, but he has to make a. Let's see. Creature takes 3 damage on a failed save. Where is it? What kind of dexterity saving throw?
Does he take half if he succeeds?
If he succeeds, it's half. Yeah.
Okay, so you force your hand forward. This red energy crackles through it, and all of a sudden you see what little of him is above the water, engulfed in flame, and turns to ash as it dips below the surface.
Nice.
He's gone.
Very good. Is there, as part of my turn, without taking another action, is there anything I see left behind, or he's just a flaming corpse?
He's under the water, and the water is pretty opaque.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a couple steps. I'm gonna move 15 feet north.
Okay.
And
move yourself, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna move myself, and that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Gaxa.
Okay.
The whites are kind of clawing at the
wall.
Yep.
I turn to the one near me, and I kind of knock on the wall. I say, "Do you like apples?"
One of them stops and kind of looks at you in a puzzled way.
"Do you like apples?" And then I'm going to move down one. And then I'm going to cancel the wall.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Just a moment. All right, wall's gone.
Oh.
I'm going to slide right here. I'm going to say...
You see one of them stumble as they were like leaning against it, and it drops, and they stumble forward a step.
I got a lightning bolt. How you like them apples?
Oh.
And I'm going to cast lightning bolt at 4th level.
All right.
Wow, that should make just a mess of them.
Yeah. All right, let me know what I got to do here.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so
what the hell?
Dexterity saving throw.
I actually have to roll damage, though. Hang on.
All right, well, I'm going to start dexterity saving throws from the south. So southern, middle, northern.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got to actually roll the dice, though, man.
I know. I don't understand.
Did you drag it in from the compendium?
Did.
Huh. It's weird.
Just do slash roll 8d6.
Yeah. Well, 96. 96. It's a 17 is my spell save.
17. Okay, so they all failed.
Nice.
And I just left the game, so hang on. I'm coming back.
Okay.
What did you do?
Don't do that. You were just about to do something cool.
No, I got a million buttons on this mouse. I clicked the wrong one. Hang on.
Click the button that closes the porn windows quickly.
Rage quit.
Rage quit instead of Thunderbolt.
Makes those rage quits more efficient.
Why so slow? What is happening? Oh, there we go.
No, that worked. Yep. All right. Let me check here.
That's 36
All right,
to
so
each of them.
So the first one you see get like
Nice.
bifurcated in two as this energy shoots up it, and the one behind it is shocked and starts to shake and convulse. Takes significant damage, but doesn't fall down. And the one behind that, similarly, the electrical arc itself has started to dissipate as the first one took the brunt of the effect, and the last one still impacted, but still alive.
Well, damn it. Really
But
thought
you
that
can
would
tell
kill him.
that, you can see the flesh is singed, and they're both
Pretty
barely
cool,
hanging
though.
on.
Yeah, sure.
Got them all in a line. That's not easy to do.
Yeah. There's that.
All right.
Now I'm done. Wait.
Okay.
I'm not done. Gonna.
Those some pretty good rolls.
I can do this. I've moved 10. Or, well, I've actually moved. Yeah, I moved 10 because I'm on 5 and 5, so I can move 15 more. Can I get to there?
Sure.
Yep.
Figure out a way to get that open, would you?
I'm gonna get to there.
Okay.
So Jingle can save me,
All right.
and I'm done.
Okay. So on their turn, they collect their bearings as they reel from the impact of the lightning spell, and this one stumbles straight for you.
Yeah.
This one heads up to Jingle here. So let's see here. All right. So you're gonna get. So we'll start with Gaxa. It's gonna be a longsword followed by a life drain.
Yikes.
And that hits.
That does hit.
4 damage from that.
Life
that one hit?
Drain does not hit because I have my mage armor up still.
Well, it's not that
All right.
bad.
All right, so Jingle, longsword to Jingle.
You could take 4 damage.
Only hit my my shield anyway, so.
Ooh.
Sorry, only the first one. Only the first one.
Oh.
And the life drain.
Ooh.
So you'll-
Yeah, they both.
So go ahead and make the Constitution saving throw. You're gonna take 14 damage, by the way. But... And you do save.
I'll try to advantage off there.
So you take the
So I take 14 total.
14 total damage, but no effect to your max.
Okay.
All right, so Orvac kind of cautiously walks in here and turns to Catherine and says, "Yeah, I can't believe that worked."
Yeah, that was good job, man. Nice pushing. Really solid work there.
He
Don't
turned
suppose
around and see, oh, God.
So don't suppose you want to head up north, see if there's anything up there that might be useful to us.
I suppose that I can. And so he can go about 20 feet further. He can get to around here.
You know, be safe.
He shouts.
Don't don't do anything I wouldn't do.
He shouts back. There's a fountain in the room ahead of him.
Well, that seems nice.
And Catherine, it'll be your turn.
Okay, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, well, I'll just come up behind Jingle and say, "Good news! I'm here."
Well, get in there.
That's it. Well, I can't. You're in my way.
You can go through me.
But not through him, and I've only got 25 feet of movement because I'm a dwarf. So tough nuggets.
Is that as far as you can move?
Well, I started up here, so it'd be 5, 10, 15. You're 20, and he's 25.
You
Or
can
could I go?
diagonal.
I can go to the
diagonal.
side.
You can,
Oh,
you can
okay.
go diagonal. You can end up next to him.
I can go through you and diagonal. Okay, all right. Well, then I will take a whack at him, I guess.
Okay.
Here comes
Crazy.
here comes a whack. Here comes vicious whacking. Warhammer.
That is a vicious
yeah,
whack.
You just bring it down to completely squish his head. It's the splat goes out horizontally like a Death Star explosion.
I've come to save you all. That'll do it.
All
The
right,
hell was that pass by Kirk Cousins?
Jingle, you're up.
Oh, thanks for letting me know how victorious I was today, guys. That was great.
We're
Appreciate
very
it.
happy for you.
I'm sure.
Well, we'll find out.
So I'm gonna move up right next to this
Yeah,
one,
you actually might not be.
and
How's
I'm
that?
going to
Oh.
cast Gust of Wind.
Okay.
That's what I had for breakfast on the way over.
And let me.
So it's a strength
Magic.
saving throw here.
Oh, I need
I
2
want
points.
to go.
That
I want to go this direction with it.
Shit, he's not gonna get that.
I assume it failed.
Mine is 17. Yeah.
Okay. And all right, where are you sending it?
I want to push him this way.
Okay. And does it take any damage from this?
I think it's just kind of moves it and keeps it from moving back towards me.
Okay.
So great.
All right.
That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. So yeah, as you push the wind, it kind of struggles against it. And you just see its feet just dragging back as it gets pushed up against the far wall. Jeremy.
Nice turn, man. That was good.
I'm gonna decide. So I'm gonna look at Orvex and just motion for him to just be quiet, just a shh. And I'm actually gonna switch direction and actually go up with him. Give me a second to figure this out. And I'm still wearing the mask, right? No, I'm wearing the mask that I just found, that I stole.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna work, and I want to explore this room to the north. How does this how does this mask smell?
It smells pretty. Well, the face of a decaying corpse.
Ugh, gross. All right. Is there a reason why I can't see like an 90-degree arc in front of me? It has a weird angle to it.
The reason would be that you don't have any light source with you.
Ah, okay. Can I grab this magic rock? This vision rock? I would like to. Actually, I'm gonna go back here, pick up this rock, and carry it with me, and toss it into the room.
Okay.
Did you get armored or not?
I still don't have my armor on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many of you guys are
Yeah.
running around naked? 2 of you? 3 of you?
No, I'm butt ass naked.
I have my armor. I have my armor. I just don't have my weapons with me.
Where do you think the wind's coming from?
Actually, where did you put the longsword?
I know. So
Okay,
Sorry. Go ahead.
so I still do have the longsword, so I'll make an athletics check. Right.
Yes. So
I'll tell you
in that case,
I'm holding
in
the
that
longsword,
case-
and if and knowing that there's a magnet here, if like I start I'm not gonna go with the longsword. Like I'll clearly just let go of the longsword, the sword if it gets pulled away from
Yeah.
me.
go ahead. Athletics check disadvantage because you've been running about.
Okay, fair enough.
Uh,
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
You starts to be pulled quite
All right,
heavily.
and I just let.
You just let it fly.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. It impacts the shield and disintegrates the rust.
All right. All right. Oh shit. All right, I'll pick up this magic stone, our
Yep.
light stone,
Yep.
and I'm gonna carry it and I'll throw it into this, and I'll toss it into this room.
Okay. All right. So
That's great. Okay. And do I see? Am I supposed to see that?
if you can see it, you can
Northeast.
see it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see that same similar skeletal figure with that strange contraption attached to its head in the shape of a triangle.
Ah, okay. If I'm going back and forth, that's probably not all the movement that I've used up because I wasn't measuring it. So we'll just. Can I make a stealth check? I would like to do this stealthily.
The hide, you would have to do a hide action, which I think the picking up and throwing of the rock was your action here.
All right, cool. All right, then that's it.
Okay. All right, Oddman Zig.
I'd like to listen to see if I can hear any commotion from my party members.
Yeah, you could. So you hear. Well, actually, make a perception check.
All right.
You can hear the distant sound of a lightning bolt, and then a little bit of shouting.
Okay.
So some combat sounds.
I'm gonna use a dash action from here.
Okay.
And so that should move me 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh boy, here we are.
All right.
10.
Okay, and so as you get there, you can feel this wind pushing, flowing out of the room into the cavern below. And you see a white kind of stumbling against it, trying to fight against the flow of that wind.
Okay, well, because the dash was my action, that's my turn.
All right, Jax, you're up.
I'm gonna fire a ray of frost at the white that's down there.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, and so you shoot this ray of frost, and like as it's trying to struggle forward, one slow step at a time, you see it just freeze over and crystallize in place, and it is dead.
It is dead. All right.
Where did you get the +7 from?
It was a crit.
Okay.
Wouldn't have mattered.
No, it's fine. I just didn't know where the crit came from. So.
Yeah, it was a second roll because it was a crit.
That's okay.
So yeah, so that's the end of my turn. I think that's probably the end of the initiative round, the initiative stuff that we have going on.
It is not.
Oh. In that case, I'll turn to Osmond and I'll say, "Oh, good to see you, buddy. What'd you find?" That's it.
I killed one of them. There's some stuff down here you all may want to see. One of you in particular, I know will be interested. That's still your turn, man.
Oh, I'm done. So.
Oh, okay. Just a second. I'm gonna do some headphone switching here. All right, and so Orvex continues walking forward, and oh shit! Oh no!
Him.
Starts to run back the other way, and he's shouting, "Catch him! Catch him! There's some sort of skeletal creature."
Well, come on down. We'll take care of it.
What about me?
Are you the skeletal creature?
You had to run past me.
You haven't hung out?
I guess not.
So this guy is going to try something real quick. So the other that if you're back is you just a key.
We're losing you, Troy.
Yeah, there's nothing discernible from what you're saying.
What's that?
We're losing you.
No good.
Your deals.
I can't hear him. Can you?
Yeah,
guys?
Troy, we can't hear a single thing you just said.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can.
Yes.
Just in time for you to.
Okay. So, yeah, let me move him back. So you can press the Q key to create those waypoints if right click doesn't work for you.
Oh, how nice.
All right, so the skeleton turns and looks around the room, freaks out, and starts running and crawling on the wall as it attempts to run right past you, Jeremy. And let's see.
Freaky deaky.
Going-
Right past you.
This is
Are
the
you the one
key?
wearing? Are you the one wearing the mask right now?
Yes,
He
I'm
is wearing a
mask.
mask. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me turn this thing back to toggle.
Take it off for a second. See what happens.
Okay, so he makes it that far, and then he is going to attempt to, and he manages by being on the wall to skirt right past you. He's going to continue heading away from you though, so you would potentially have an attack of opportunity now to take if you would like.
I like to. No, I don't want to attack him because I don't have anything to attack him with. Am I just gonna punch him? Can I just reach out and try to grab him and like pull him off the wall?
No. I
No.
don't think so.
I'm just gonna watch him run. I'm just gonna see where. I'm gonna try to follow him actually.
Okay. Well, it's not your turn, but he makes it. That's how far he makes it.
To.
You will if you can't see him, you can't see him.
Yeah, I think I see. Okay.
Ketchum, you are up.
Okay. I'd be interested in what Orvex is doing, so I'd sort of wave him in from over here.
Okay.
And be looking behind him.
Yeah. You probably would have seen. Actually, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Oh yeah, you totally. As you're walking back towards
rolls
Orvex,
tonight.
you see that skeletal figure crawl, scurry along the wall, the far wall near Jeremy Baramy, off into the shadows to the east.
Well, then I definitely try to get a little bit closer to try to get Orvex behind me.
Yeah. Is that as far as you can go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I'm going to think twice before just dashing headlong in the magnet room covered in metal.
Sure. All right. So at the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. So I think you can kind of hear in the distance as a clattering fades off into the hallway to the east.
I would like to continue to peek my head out to the east just to turn this corner.
Okay. You can turn the corner, but the darkness is overwhelming. You can't see into the hallway that you know is there that contains your stuff.
All right, I'd like to go back up. Then okay.
And
Can I
we're
work my
out
way
of
back?
initiative now.
Okay, I'd like to work my way back up into this room to the north.
Okay. So you head up into the room to the north, and you see a large fountain, kind of covered in moss. It's quite large, quite ornate. It seems to be made out of some kind of marble. And in the middle of the fountain, there are 3 statues of maidens made out of marble, holding water pitchers with the clear water flowing out of the pitchers into the pool.
Okay. I'll work my way up, and can I just investigate the water? I want to take a sip of the water. I want to take a drink. I want to drink the water.
Okay. So go ahead and you take. So you just use your hand or something.
Yeah, I want to. Before I reach out, I want to smell it and see if there's anything that makes it not watery. That I touch it. It's red.
Drinking the old crypt water, huh? Okay.
Make an investigation check. Okay. And you don't have advantage, by the way. So Yeah, it smells like normal water. It's moving water, so it's not it looks quite clear. It looks it hasn't been sitting there.
Right, it's moving water. It's
It's
clear.
fresh.
Okay, and
fresh.
there's nothing. Is there anything written in the room that would there's nothing to indicate that this is not?
You don't see anything written on the walls.
Okay.
No.
Then I'll just take it. Then I'll just look down at my ring and whisper to Dorian and just say, "Okay, let's do this and see what happens." And I drink some water.
Okay, roll a d4.
Oh Jesus!
No,
Don't like that.
Okay.
Good roll. Good roll.
maybe not.
Quarter of a chance it is.
Parker's gonna be so excited. This is what he was hoping for. All right.
Great.
At first,
Some Yahoo would just go up and drink the crypt water and then deal with the consequences. Was that
at first, nothing happens. It parches, it quenches your thirst. It tastes quite good, and then you kind of your insides don't feel good. It starts to feel a little funny, and you have this pain in your chest, and it's almost like something is growing from within you and bursting, kind of pressing against your skin, and you feel down in your bowels this contracting. And you look and you can see you're wearing your kind of cloth shirt. Is that?
Yeah.
Your shirt kind of pushes out away from you as your body seems to develop two heaving breasts. And you can feel this this contraction, like your face shifting and distorting, and you're not sure what happened, but after a few seconds you feel normal again.
So now you're Jemima Barry.
Does that have a sex change? Okay.
You don't want to even investigate what the crotch situation is?
Can I look at it? Can I
Okay, move on.
You said I have breasts now?
You do.
Wow.
Oh, that's gonna be distracting.
Oh man.
Breasts?
I'll let you decide.
Really? That's your first question?
They're at least A's.
How big are they?
Oh my
Is there a
god.
mirror? Is there a mirror? Is there a mirror?
There's not. Well, you could probably look in the reflection in the pool of
Look at the
water.
reflection in the water.
Oh my god.
You see the face of a woman looking back at you.
Way to bring some gender equality to the group,
That's about time.
Jemima.
Hang on a second. Okay, I don't faint. I don't faint. I do scream though. And do I scream
Yeah,
like a
that's
girl?
fair.
Do I?
You do. You do.
Wonderful.
So the party now thinks someone is in distress.
There's a group now think there's a damsel in distress to the north.
Yeah. So Ketchum, you hear a woman shrieking from the north.
We are gonna be so disappointed when we find out what
Or excited.
Can we take a quick bio now?
Yeah.
Yeah, do I have to squat to do this?
You do. Yeah, you do.
I cannot believe you're.
Don't drink the crypt water. Is that the lesson?
Don't drink
here?
the crypt water. Just be like,
Or
water,
maybe
you
drink
say?
it.
As
Let me
as
shove it
as
in my
you
face.
so as we fade to black for our commercial break, we can see in the camera lens Jeremy checking the other regions of his body and confirming that yes, indeed, the transformation was total.
Right. So this isn't a.
Well, at least it's not taxpayer funded, so there's that.
Gonna want his own tent now. Ugh.
All right, I got to look for a power supply, so I will be AFK for a few.
All right, man.
Okay.
So Jeremy, you will now be receiving 70% of your official loot stash for whatever we get.
Well done. Well done.
Wow. Yeah, I wasn't sure if anybody would actually drink from it, and there was only a 1 in 4 chance of that particular outcome.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
because it already seems like a not smart thing to do, right? And then cannot believe that happened.
That's amazing.
Wow. It's I guess, yeah, don't even tell me if it's permanent or not. I guess we're all just gonna have to
Oh
assume
God,
it
I hope his
is.
voice changes. I hope his voice changes.
He's gonna have to, right? He's gonna have
Yeah.
to role play.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll go down and see what the turtle.
No,
found.
we're taking a break. So.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, I'm just trying to decide, like, what's the reasonable reaction. I mean, I guess I'd want to go help. Oh wait, Jingle's naked. I've got a plan.
Oh no, Gaxif has no reason to go north whatsoever. I'm staying where I am.
Yeah, I'm looking at the sarcophagus.
So I was really hoping the water was going to counterbalance the life drain.
You didn't do that.
You didn't do that, no.
Didn't do
No,
that.
I think we realized a long rest would do that, right?
Yeah. And you didn't want to take it to
We
the
discussed
wizard
that
or
last
anything to identify it. You just throw it in your face. Now, a couple questions for you. Will you be changing your name? And
Yes.
and please debut your new role-playing voice for us at your nearest opportunity.
I'm just going to stay quiet.
We all know that's not going to happen.
Could be like a softball voice.
Be like Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Do I at least get my hit points back?
No,
No!
you get nothing.
No, you get nothing. You don't.
You
drink
get
the
breasts
water.
and a vag. That's what you
get.
get.
An involuntary sex change is what you get.
You lose your balls.
Take them off your inventory.
Interesting.
Along with your longsword, you've been disarmed in all possible ways.
Yeah. In many ways. That's right.
Seriously though, that shit would lose you an episode of Naked and Afraid.
What, drinking random water that you find?
Yes! Yeah, that's how most of them lose. They drink some they get thirsty and they drink some random water and they're like, oh, now I'm filled with parasites. I'm shitting all over everything.
Yeah.
Haven't seen one of them change sexes before, though.
That's a new one.
Fucking A.
Hey man, this is D&D. This is awesome. This is great.
That's incredible. I think that's what we've all been waiting to happen down here, and we just didn't know it.
You're not the first one for something weird like that to happen to, and you will not be the last. I promise. This is going to be an adventure.
Once.
Yeah.
Didn't work out great.
You're lucky your face didn't explode. I mean, that would have been way worse.
Yeah.
I'm lucky that a face jumper, that a chest ripper didn't jump out of my chest. All aliens.
You just better
You
hope
are lucky.
Gaxif doesn't find you attractive.
He probably does. He's a little horn dog.
So I'm still a guy.
No, you're not.
Uh-huh.
I'm still
mean-
mentally a guy.
I'll treat you as whatever you identify as, but you are
Right.
distractingly a woman.
That's true.
And you
What
would
is
have
there?
a woman voice.
There's sex and there's gender, right? Two different things.
Right.
And however, I do expect a voice change. It's beyond your control.
Hey guys.
Oh no! Am I pretty? Tell me I'm pretty.
Fuck this game.
Oh my goodness.
That's
You
very
know-
funny.
Apparently Creed 2 getting great ratings, but great reviews, by the way.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, a
I
little
heard
bit.
it's actually kind of
Don't draw
the
on
movie's
Rocky.
good. It's good if you've been like it's okay. The movie's serviceable if you've been following the Rocky franchise from like the start. But that if you're someone new who's just getting into it since Creed, that the movie just doesn't really work.
Yeah, but who is that?
Mm.
I mean, get with it.
Millennials
There's no
then
spoilers
he's-
for
but
a
that-
40-year-old movie.
ruining everything.
Sylvester Stallone.
So
Michael B.
why
Jordan,
is
Nick
that though?
Kroll.
Like they don't understand the history of the franchise? Like I guess I don't. Like they're not able
One
to
is-
pick that
That's
up.
what it is. That it basically the Dolph Lundgren and whoever plays like Drago Jr. And that kind of storyline really kind of ruins the movie.
So they just go to the movie
But,
with no knowledge of the history of the Rocky
Maybe.
franchise.
How's that even possible?
I can't
one,
understand
It's
how
not
that
complicated,
works.
and two, they go to great pains every movie to explain the very simple plot that has occurred.
Especially if you saw Creed 1. Like you know what happened. I don't understand.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I don't care.
You saw
Yeah,
the most
dude.
recent Good Place, Nick?
Yes.
I've
I have a
started
theory.
watching this season, by the way. It's fantastic.
Okay, well then I'll talk to you offline then about my theory then, Nick.
Okay.
We just watched the 3rd episode, I think. So.
Oh, you're in for a treat, my friend. It's one of TV's best shows.
Oh, I love
Just
it.
a few more minutes, guys.
Oh no,
and,
the 3rd episode of this season. I'm
fine,
saying.
it's fine. Do what you
Of
need to
this
do.
season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taylor's, I've been watching The Good Place. I'm aware of The Good Place.
Well, you're still in for a treat if you haven't seen this season's episodes. It's a different like every season's a little bit different, and this one is no exception. But
Oh
it's
look,
not-
now they're throwing to Adam Thielen. This is great. Finally, they're like, oh yeah, we have that guy. Yeah. No, it was great when it's like Tahani tells a joke and then she's like, because you know, blah blah, blah. And Kristen was like, no, we get it. And she's like, I get it. I always get it.
We
I
always get it.
Always get it. It's like, I got a piece of bubble gum. She's like, oh, well, I think it's great that you chewed bubble gum. It's like, damn it, I didn't even think to chew it. Wasted opportunity. How's Ziggy doing?
He's doing all right. He's got that 2.5-year-old sleep regression where he like is just like, oh, I'm not going to sleep. What do you mean go to sleep? Fuck you. I want to play with this.
Wow, he's dropping F-bombs. Yeah, we went through that phase too. Yeah, that was his thing.
He
Yeah, Harper told me I could jump up my own ass this morning.
Yeah.
He didn't really.
he's been doing this thing where he talks like a dude trying to sell you used carpets. He's like, hey. No.
Who sells used?
That's hilarious.
Ziggy.
So he'll do this thing like he doesn't want to do something and he's like, hey. Like, where did you learn this?
Yeah,
not
that's
what
the thing. I've asked you find out asking your kid that every other day for the next few years. You're like, where the hell did you learn that?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, the other thing he does is
Who have you been talking to?
Yeah.
I'm
He does
loading
this.
back into the game, guys, so I'll be there in a minute.
No, stop.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Be like, no, I won't actually be stopping. This must be a nightmare for you. You have no control.
No,
Hey,
but like
fuck, yeah.
for me in particular, whenever I try to put him down for a bed or a nap or whatever, like he just does his own thing and he moves about like he can't
Nick
hear
from
me
the
or like I'm not in the room.
Like,
He got turned into a girl.
Oh, that's so great.
Children laughing in the background. You're bringing joy to the world.
you got turned into a girl. You got turned into a girl.
What did I get turned into?
All right. Yeah, all right. So I'm back, but unfortunately, I had to come back to the room because I couldn't find a place to plug into the laptop.
Wasn't unfortunate at all.
No, this is very fortunate.
All right.
We're
So
all agreed that Nick needs a new voice while he's a woman.
we come back from our commercial break, and we see a young woman wake up next to on the or I guess you didn't pass out, right? So you're kind of coming back up from having leaned over to look into the fountain.
I should drink it again.
Yeah, that'll fix it.
You can if you want to.
I feel like that's not the right answer.
What's ever gone wrong drinking from that fountain?
I drank Crip water and something awful happened. Maybe I should drink it a second time.
How dare you sexist? That's not
Drink it
awful.
upside down.
Well, an immediate involuntary sex change, I think every human can agree is awful. I don't think any person wants that.
Okay.
You can, as we fade in from our break, we can hear a cackling, kind of this in the ether. You can't actually hear it, but it's but the audience can hear. Somebody somewhere is very amused.
Oh, that's the audience saying, "Oh."
Does it sound like a child mocking?
No. In
One
this
of the
case, it
party?
sounds
Okay.
like something old and evil.
Oh, so the Lich is like watching this?
This is like reality TV for liches, probably. Liches be crazy. Texas.
All right,
They
so
do.
we're back. Who wants to lead the way? Nick. I don't know if you have any immediate reaction or.
I don't have any immediate reaction. It's,
Dismay. So,
How long? What time of day are we looking at? How long have we been in this temple roaming around here at this
Long
point?
enough to have a sex change.
A few hours.
Yeah, I think it's like noon, right?
So we're like early afternoonish.
No, you're probably approaching noon.
so
All right.
I'd like to head back into the room here. I can just traverse the tunnel with my movement
Yep.
and say, sounds like there's a woman in distress up at the top of the room here. I think I may need some help to traverse the room, and I'll hold out a rope and I'm Jingle. Could use your help.
I'd like to say, gentlemen, if I could, you give me 20, 30 minutes to kind of gather myself and recompose myself, I may be able to do something about this magnet in the room.
Not really, just screaming distress. I don't think we have 30 minutes. That's usually not when people.
Okay,
are
well,
screaming.
go for it then.
I mean,
All right, I'll take the rope. I'll
Okay.
say, "Hi,
all
the
right,
damsel in distress."
all right. Here's the plan. All right, and I'll outline this plan for you on your way up the hallway. Right, you take the rope. Orvek says there's a fountain on the other side. Secure the rope to the base of the fountain. Okay, and bring it back to me, and I'll get it with as little slack as possible, and then try to move as quickly as I can across the room, and grab the rope as I go to help me along, so as not to be sucked into this magnet.
That sounds like a lot of work. How about I just run across there and look myself?
Well, yeah, obviously that first is better. Yes.
All right, so Jingle, as you run across, Nick, can you describe for us what Jingle sees as he reaches the other side of the other hallway?
He sees a person weeping, like just staring at their reflection right now. He sees the back of Jeremy, basically, because Jarek is. It's not like my hair magically grew any longer.
No,
right?
I think it did.
Oh, it did.
But I'll let you pick kind of how you would have it styled.
I think it would just be like longish. It would be like long gray hair, long silver hair.
Yeah.
Is all you see right now. You just kind of see someone with like long, straight, with long, like kind of like curly hair, looking down.
Okay.
Like in all honesty, it kind of looks like you don't notice anything different. Like it looks like Jeremy has probably lost a couple of pounds magically, but that
Yeah.
he doesn't. Nothing really changes because his clothes aren't going to magically change, right?
Right.
Like
That's right.
his-
That's right. So you're
his
still
clothes
wearing.
will be a little bit billowy. So you see what Jeremy looks like, just maybe a couple pounds lighter, if you make a perception check, you might or might not notice that he seems a little bit curvier, but
Troy, I have a question. Can I use a higher level spell slot on a lower level spell?
Normally, yes, you can. I know that wizards can.
Really?
Because I'm out of second level spell slots, but I've got 1/3 left, and I'd like to use it on a second level spell. Is that possible?
no, you can't use a third level. You can't use a second level spell to cast a third level spot.
No, the other way around.
I believe that he can use a third level slot to cast a second level spell.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Let's
I believe you can. I believe that is right as well, Troy.
I'm pretty sure you can.
You just said you couldn't do that, Nick.
I think Nick meant the other way around, which is definitely true. You can't use a second level
slot.
Yeah,
obviously you can't upgrade it, but like, can you downgrade it?
I'm pretty sure
you can, because when you
I believe you can.
Because when you upgrade a spell, that's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not casting
Right.
Firebolt at level 2 or level 3. You're casting a third level spell.
I know I
Firebolt.
can cast a lower level spell with a higher level slot to upgrade its effect. What I didn't know is if I could use a third level slot to cast a second level spell that is not upgradable.
Like
I believe you
cast
can.
Charm.
I want to cast. Well, I'll tell you explicitly. I'm going to try to cast Misty Step to get across this magnet room.
No. It's my understanding that if it's a third level spell, you have to do a third level or higher slot. You can't expand a lower slot.
Yeah,
No,
we're all in agreement on that.
Into a third.
Yes.
He wants to cast
so the answer is yes. You can cast Misty Step
at
with
a third level
slot. Yes.
Okay. Then I will.
Assuming it's a third level or below spell.
Well, no, not yeah. I'll wait till Jingles report.
When a character casts a spell, he or she expands the spell slot of that spell's level or higher, effectively filling a slot with the spell.
Right.
Yep. Okay. So Jingle, you see Jeremy with his back to you, a little bit more slender than usual, and his hair seems to have grown out considerably in the last few months.
All right. I'll stall something. Jeremy, did you hear that word? Did you hear that scream?
Yes.
Jeremy, is that you?
I slowly turn around and reveal just that I'm a woman now.
I want to like awkwardly kind of almost stand up a little bit more upright, like I would when a woman has walked in the room a little bit.
Gross.
Yeah. They're butt ass naked, but it's kind of standing up a little more at attention.
Yeah. Yes, you are. You are naked. That's right.
You should keep drinking until you hit level. You hit 3 again.
This is the most awkward possible social situation that we have yet encountered. Naked.
Why not send the naked guy up there?
I'd really like to kind of just push through this because we could spend all night reacting to this.
We might.
Sure you would.
I bet you would.
I'm just gonna sit there with my mouth wide open. And as are you gonna stay there?
I mean, I just don't know what. Like, I'm just kind of like shocked. Like Jeremy is just kind of like I just don't know what to do.
I think you consider him out of the decision tree for the minute.
Hey, Ketchum, we gotta check this out, Ketchum.
Did you get the rope? Is it you tying it around the fountain?
What rope?
The rope. Weren't we doing the rope?
All right, I will.
Is there distress?
I'll wave Jeremy. I'll wave Jeremy back with just a big stupid grin on my face. I'll wave him back towards the rest of us and start walking out giggling.
So you're gonna head back to the south and
I am.
Tell him,
and I'm gonna tell him like, just come here, as I'm kind of giggling and trying not to outright laugh.
So you're waving him to the north.
To the south, back towards Texas.
So is there somebody in distress up there or not?
What's the story? What's the shenanigans? Why would
wait till you check this out. And I'm gonna just step to the side, out of the way.
So do I have time to take a break here if I need to?
I mean, you can start to, but all of this is taking a few seconds right now.
I'm asking the group though. Like,
this would be pretty absorbing.
Hey, I'm in the room with the sarcophagus.
Yeah,
Troy,
I'd
you
like
still
to go. I'd like to go back to you, but
We
I
just dropped Troy. Hold on,
what
hold
I
on,
thought
hold on.
was an emergency.
Whoa, there he is. He's back.
So
Crystal here.
I'm sorry, did I miss something?
no, we were. Ogman was just asking if we were coming down to his thing, and I said yes, I'd like to, but I am responding to what I understood just until just presently was an emergency.
Okay. All right, so Jeremy, you looks like you walk to the south and regroup with the folks that are huddled
So we
around.
reconvene back in the room, maybe.
So at this point, all of you, Ketchum, Gaxif, you can all see a woman that looks vaguely like Jeremy Veramy, wearing Jeremy Veramy's clothes, but very clearly a woman.
Wow, Jeremy, you're a very handsome woman.
Why? What? Here's my question. I don't want to belay the point here, but why would we assume that it's him? We've lost sight of
Same
him for
clothes.
all of
Same
20
clothes.
seconds.
It's
Still me,
gear.
Jeremy.
Same clothes,
I don't know
same
what
gear.
happened.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
Well,
guys, I suggest not drinking the water.
Down here, buddy.
You drank the grip water.
I see you. I see down there.
Thanks. Can I look around this room? They're like bear statues, if I remember.
Yeah, there's Zorbo statues, so very large brass, or there's stone statues of Zorbos. They're both holding a large brass disc with many eyes on it, and as you look, you can see the eyes are moving around a bit.
Gross. Are these? Hold on. So I mentioned to Ketchum, I was like, "Do you think these are the eyes in the riddle?"
Let me go remind myself of the riddle.
Yeah, we have it as a handout.
Yeah, I know. I've got to go take a look. First warning.
Azrak's first warning.
Down the masker be seen. That one?
Yar.
Couldn't say. You got a mask? I haven't seen any.
Where's Jeremy?
That's a great question.
Do we still call you Jeremy?
I just glare at Jingle.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
Aren't you wearing a mask?
Easy lady. We're just trying to work it out here.
And Jeremy, I would assume that you actually took off the mask when you looked into the fountain to look at your reflection, but you're holding the mask in your hand.
Okay.
Let
That's
the pretty
fine.
lady in.
You can put it back on if you want.
Yeah, I'll work my way south, and I'm still in shock, so I'll eventually get it back on. But yeah, and I'll put the mask back on. Try to hide my new hideous disfigurement.
So if we could borrow you for a second here, miss. Will you see if these eyes follow you around the room when you move around with the mask?
I feel like we're missing a huge RPing opportunity here. I'm just not prepared to handle this right now.
Well, you're not doing the voice, for one thing.
I know. Okay.
There we go. Nope, RPing opportunity achieved.
So I'll put on the mask, and it's so hard to walk around in these things. And I'll walk into the room, and so what am I doing? What am I looking for?
Well, I'll be looking at the eyes as he's sashaying about the room. What are they Are they tracking him like they were tracking us?
Is he wearing? Did you say you put the mask on?
I am wearing the mask.
No, they seem to be looking around the room, and there are many eyes on that disc, but and like several of them are tracking each of you, but none of them seem to be following Jeremy.
I see.
Ho ho ho.
So I'd have a couple of recommendations then. If there's anything that we need doing, someone ought to be wearing the mask. Yeah. Well. Yep. Chest, sarcophagus. What'd you find down there where you were, Odman?
I'll let you know. Let's go look after this.
All right. So if Jeremy is still amenable, I would suggest he just loot the hell out of this room.
First, I want to go over to one of the skeletons and pick up one of their swords.
Okay.
To read.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you've got a long sword.
Okay. Can I use one of their other long swords to try to pry open this sarcophagus?
Sarcophagus? You can try.
What would you like me to roll to do that?
Make an athletics check.
Do I get advantage because I'm going to use a sword to do that, or do I lose advantage because I'm a woman?
No. we can edit that out in post, right?
Yes.
Just tell Alexander he said that he won't do it again.
Yeah. There's no advantage or disadvantage. Just straight up roll.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
Okay. It does open, but before I tell you what's inside, real quick. So let me open up Discord here.
I'm gonna nudge Ketchum and draw the curvy hourglass shape with my hands in the air and kind of like pop my eyebrows up a couple times and watch it over at Jeremy.
I'd sort of give him the go for it motions.
All right, check Discord.
Just a little nod.
I feel compelled to just prove that I didn't cherry pick this.
Nice redaction on the rest of it. That first one's got a hell of a paragraph, man. I can't imagine.
It's legit. I actually really even thought about cherry picking, and just no matter what you rolled, you took that out of my hands by rolling correctly the first time. So thank you. So you
on behalf of a grateful nation.
You
followers.
So Jeremy, you pry open the lid of the sarcophagus. It doesn't actually take much effort. It opens up more easily than you expected, and you kind of push it up, and it does seem to be hinged, and you and some dust falls down from it as it settles in place, and you see inside the sarcophagus, you see a number of it's a decayed skeleton of a Zorbo. And it's not even filling the entire sarcophagus. It seems like it was pretty small. There's no treasure or gold or anything else inside of the or weapons inside of it, but you do see a ring resting on top of the bones of the Zorbo.
Okay. Can anyone ooh, jewelry.
Oh god.
Nice.
Does this look to be trapped at all?
You can so make a perception check.
Hashtag questions you didn't ask about the crypt water.
I investigated the water.
You did.
Boom.
No, it doesn't seem to be trapped at all. You see no kind of mechanisms, nothing that would lead you to believe that there's a trap.
Okay. I look around at the rest of the party. Can they see this? Can you guys see this?
Which part are you referring to?
Can they see into the esophagus, into the crypt, or into this thing?
Sarcophagus. I would say it looks to me like Ketchum and Jingle can probably see him.
Okay. I'll reach
Actually,
in and grab it.
Might, unless you walk up the dais, I think you might be a little short to see inside the top. But you see that it's open.
Okay.
I don't want to touch
the ring. Yeah, does the ring look magical?
So the ring
not so much magical as much as it looks like oddly not decayed.
It does not look decayed at all. It's actually looks like it's made out of maybe platinum with kind of golden filigree, and it's there's kind of an ornamental shape on one side of the ring that looks like a shield. It has small little kind of turquoise gems embedded into the shield.
Okay. Can I call for Orvex to come down and take a look at the ring?
Yeah, sure. So he he walks down and says, and he kind of looks at you a little odd, like he's, not sure what to say.
Orvex, come here.
Yeah, and he's, hello, and Jeremy, I think, yes?
Yes, just look at this ring.
And he says, yes, that, look at these bones. It looks, the bones of a Zorbo. One of the 9 gods, I suspect.
What about this ring?
Well, he looks at it and says, that ring looks like it's quite, looks like it would be quite expensive.
Do you think there's anything wrong with taking the ring?
Well, I'd say in this place, but typically when somebody of great significance would be buried, they would have some of their treasures buried with them.
I agree. I don't want to take the ring. I don't want to risk taking this. We're not crypt looters.
They looted their water pretty well, it seems like.
And he says, okay, well, then perhaps we should close it back up and move on.
That's might be worth a second look, though. I mean, we are approaching the lair of an interdimensional lich. It'd be a shame if we didn't at least let the gnome pour over it a bit. Get any hints we might need.
The gnome? Oh yeah, the Gaxa. I see.
Isn't he a gnome?
Yes, you're right. Okay.
Okay, Gaxif.
What? My lady?
Get your ass down here.
We're going to learn so much about the way Nick views women now.
Especially because technically he's still all our boss. You know what I mean?
Woman, you talk to me like that again. I swear.
This is gonna be a learning experience.
What's going on here? What are we doing here?
Well, okay, so the sarcophagus is open and there's a ring. Did we take it?
We have not yet taken
We're
it,
not
but we're
taking the ring yet. I don't necessarily want to take the ring.
Jingle's not touching dead man's gold.
Well, if
I
you're
don't
not
want
going
to
to
touch someone. I don't want to touch dead man. Yeah.
if you're not going to take the ring, you should hand the mask to somebody else because obviously the mask got you this far.
Well, let's detect Matt. Like, are you able to fight? Can you see if I know anything about this ring for
You
us?
can detect it without touching it, I would think, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot over here, and if you guys want to take maybe like a little break, while I'm doing this is gonna take a while. It's gonna be a little awkward, but yeah, let me do my thing. I can kind of detect and see if there's any kind of magical items or any magic in this room, maybe that we would be interested in.
So are you trying to do a detect magic, or are you trying to cast an identify spell?
Well, first we'll do this, which takes, as a ritual,
it'll take you 10 minutes to cast that.
Yeah. So I'd like to say maybe like the rest of the group maybe gets a short rest while I'm doing both a detect magic and an identify at the same time.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah. Maybe get dressed, Jingle.
Except I do
put
not.
something on.
Maybe like that's the penalty. I'm trying to think of a way where like the ritual spells actually cost me to cast them, right?
You have to sit down and trance yourself up for about 10 minutes while Jingle puts his clothes on and the rest of us ask Jeremy awkward questions.
Because like otherwise I can just say, yeah, I cast it. It takes me 20 minutes and it's done. But maybe that's because the rest of the group gets a short rest and I don't at that point,
Troy.
It's up to Troy how he wants to handle it.
What is the question?
If Gaxif is doing 2 rituals in a row, can the rest of us take a short rest during that time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's the penalty, right? For doing a ritual spell versus not a ritual spell. So I miss out on the short rest basically at that point.
He's so proud of himself he used a wrench to open a beer. Just gotta see that. Anyway, never mind. Yes. Okay. So you have your answer.
But I'll detect magic, which will detect magic within 30 feet of where I stand.
Okay. So you so everybody else gets a short rest. When you
Do
finish,
you dress, Andy?
Hmm?
Do you put on pants?
No, I do not.
Okay, fair enough. Your
just
prerogative.
lounging au naturel on the
Just
floor.
airing it out.
Mhm,
Airing it
yeah,
out.
standing as awkwardly close to you as I can.
Man spreading.
Yep,
Okay.
it's easy. You fit between my legs.
I definitely would not.
All right, so 30 feet. So let me just check here.
Do we get our maximum vitality back?
You do not.
That's a long rest.
That's a long run. You can spend hit die.
You roll a hit die
Yeah.
in a short rest.
But you can't go above your new maximum.
Yeah.
All right, so you as part of the detect magic, you an aura of divination magic emanating from the disc to your west, and you also sense some abjuration magic coming from within the sarcophagus.
Do not touch the ring.
Abjuration is exploding?
Is protection.
Protection for the wearer or protection against anyone else?
Well, I don't know exactly.
It has a shield on it.
There's some type of protection on that ring.
And maybe it has a shield.
And perhaps the person wearing the mask may be able to get by that protection.
I think
that
so
said,
too.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sorcerer. Thank you, Mr. Naturally gifted magic guy. We're so, glad to have you in our presence.
Enough with the latent caster bitterness. We
Didn't
don't
have to
time
study anything. It's just built into your character. Yay! Woo! Built into your soul and your blood. Yay!
It is what it is. Yeah.
Save us from a whiny gnome.
That said, I'd like to maybe spend a little more time and try to identify exactly what's coming from this sarcophagus. Maybe this particular ring. Spend a little time and focus on the ring and see if I can figure out what it is.
Was that not what we asked you to do the first time? I mean, I could be more specific.
And then that would be the identify spell after that.
Okay.
You must touch it throughout the casting of the spell. So
Oh no! Well, I casted it, so
FYI.
Yeah.
So there I go.
Oh my god.
No, I'll let you choose.
Snag the mask first.
All right. If you're gonna let me choose, I'd like to put the mask on before I do this.
Okay. So you put the mask on.
How does he put the mask on?
I'd like to ask Jeremy if I can have the mask to maybe take a closer look at the ring.
I give him the mask.
And then at that point I would cast Identify to reach in and see if I can identify the ring.
Okay. But you're casting it as a ritual, right?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to pick it up and then go sit down and start to cast the ritual.
Hang out with it for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, you don't pick it up as part of casting ritual.
That's correct.
It's like you've got to set up candles. And,
I'm tracing stuff on the ground. I'm chanting. Yeah. I'm doing all the weird stuff.
Here's what I would argue with that is that the idea is do we want to touch the magic? So if you know that you have to pick it up, then you don't need to cast Identify, because you don't need to cast a spell to figure out what we're trying to do. What you're trying to do is cast a spell to see if we should touch it, right?
Well, if he's got the mask on, it's just a question of
you don't need to cast Identify if you're just going to put on the mask and grab the ring.
No, I disagree. I want to know what it does.
Okay, so he already said that he picks it up.
Okay.
Like specifically what it does.
Am I a woman now?
No, so go ahead and make a
you are
actually, hold on.
Gender fluid.
So Gaxif, as you reach into the sarcophagus and grasp a hold of the ring, dust swirls.
I love this character too. God damn it.
into the shape of a small, feral, bear-like creature that billows towards you with a ghostly roar. You can choose to make a charisma saving throw if you'd like.
Oh,
Do
well,
it.
this might not be bad if you can choose to make it, right? Usually they just say make a. Sorry, I won't metagame it. Do what you will.
I'm trying to think.
You kind of feel this force imposing itself upon you. You can accept it or you can reject it.
Oh, oh boy.
I'm going to accept it.
Okay, all right.
Troy's
So-
laughter is all we need to know this was an awesome choice.
So to everybody else, you see this smoke go swirl around his head and then go like up his nostrils, and it's gone. And Gaxif is there. He's normal.
Like so much cocaine.
Everybody, hold on 1 minute while I text Meryl some things.
Okay, checking
Next
Discord.
awesome thing. So, well, the question awaiting you when you get back, Mike, is, so what is it? My goodness. I'm going to take a quick bio while this text goes down. I'm very excited to see what happens. Wild shit is going down all over the place, and I love it.
Meryl's gonna turn into a bear. I got turned into a woman.
Oh, that'd be great if he was a little
Yeah.
koala monster for the rest
Nick,
of this thing.
Nick, you need to go back and drink from that fountain again. I bet you it'll totally reverse you what's going on.
Meh, we'll see. To their point, now we have some diversity in the group.
We didn't need diversity. It's an old wooden ship.
Where's
Come
that
on.
from?
That's an Anchorman quote.
That's right. Okay. I knew it was a quote. I knew it was a quote. I just couldn't figure it out. It's an old wooden ship. Great. Now we're tracking bears. Yeah, that's great. My mission's like already tracking bears. Oh. No. I've been a woman for all of 5 minutes and we're already tracking bears.
God.
It attracts
Well.
sharks.
Okay, Meryl, let me know when you're ready to move on.
Does Orvex speak ancient bear? Because I don't think that's in my known languages. If Jeremy
second.
turns into a vicious little koala for the rest of this campaign, it's going to be tricky.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm ready then.
Oh boy. Okay, so the question awaits you then, Gaxif.
He doesn't. We don't know because he doesn't know it.
Okay, so
Well,
so
no,
you
but
you don't
Ketchum
appear
would have asked. What
you
does
don't
it do?
appear to be any different, but you haven't yet cast identify, right? You've just picked it up, and everybody else saw this swirling smoke go inside of your head, and now you're there holding the ring.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll move back a little bit, to the corner and kind of start trying to figure out what this ring is, casting the identify spell.
Are you okay, Gaxif?
Jesus Christ, did anybody else see that?
Yes, you all right?
Hey, buddy, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Well, because of the
The whole snot rocket thing.
nostril smoke. It's upsetting.
Guys, sometimes this stuff happens when you just grab things out of a freaking sarcophagus, stuff happens.
Does it?
Man,
Okay.
I'm not touching shit.
Jeez. Everything down here is so weird.
But no, it was weird. I agree, but I feel like I'm okay.
Oh, well, you're the expert, I guess. Still, I'd say have it checked out, but we're obviously not in friendly.
Who would be the one that would
territory.
check that out for you?
That's what I'm saying. I'm at a loss.
Yeah, I would be the one that would check that out for you. So
be careful, I guess.
yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. You want a
Okay.
blessing or something?
A blessing?
Sure.
You want to touch my forehead? What is
Yeah,
it?
I bless you. In the name of the ancients.
I didn't sneeze, but thank you. I'm going to go identify this ring now. I appreciate it.
You get no benefits from the blessing.
Okay. I like to walk around the rest of the room while he's identifying that.
Yeah, I'd like to do that too. Check out.
Okay.
I'd like to ask Oddman what he saw down in the area there. If we could go take a quick peek.
Sorry. Okay. I am back.
Okay.
Just had to send some other messages. All right.
Sure.
So,
Jingle and I are going to while Gaxif is casting Identify. Jingle and I wanted to just explore the room, whether we're not necessarily. I'm just exploring the room.
I want to check out the chairs.
And I wanted to go with Oddman to check out his passage that he.
I'm going to step away while I'm identifying, while I'm doing my thing. Just so you guys know. I'm over in the corner. I'm spreading my things. I'm doing my stuff. I'll be right back.
Away,
Gaxif is in the corner doing his thing.
okay. So you guys are just looking around the room.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you so go ahead and roll a. So one of you roll a perception check with advantage, because I assume you're helping each other kind of poke around.
I'm at a 19 passive.
Ooh.
I'm at a +9. Why don't I roll it?
Yeah.
That's fun. That works for me.
Bang! Yeah, some group somewhere is having the worst night of the night.
I don't know.
We've been
We
there.
have turned people into a bear and a woman.
Good news, guys. One of my spells is speak with animals. If Meryl turns into a bear, we can find a way to communicate.
So you look around the room and you don't really find anything new that you haven't already found. You've already opened 2 secret doors. You've opened the sarcophagus. You look around the feet of the thrones and behind the seats, and you find some bones and some bits that seem like they fell off the whites, but nothing new. You feel like you've kind of exhausted this room.
Alrighty. All right.
Was there anything additional of use on the whites themselves?
They were all kind of wearing pretty decrepit armor that wouldn't be of use to you.
Just the long swords.
And the long swords, which are of pretty poor quality but are wieldable.
Okay.
So, Oddman, what were you talking about?
You're muted.
You're muted.
My bad. That's why you didn't hear me before when I answered.
Correct.
There's a chest down through the door there, through the water, but there's also a gas we need to be careful about.
Oh, okay. Jingle, you want to go take a look at it? If it's just stagnant, maybe it's something you could blow away.
Have we taken a short rest, or are we? This is like because he's still identifying.
We're in the process of a short rest, technically, unless we.
Then
do
I'm
it.
going to stay here for a short.
Okay,
To be
fair.
in
So
short
you
rest.
guys actually really could not have done the search until after Gaxa finished the identify spell, because you were short resting while he was doing both of those spells.
Roger.
So at this
Okay.
point, he's done with his identification. You guys actually
Done the
did,
preliminary
you
search of the room.
investigated
Gotcha.
afterwards, and now you're ready to do whatever's next.
So I'd be curious before we headed down to check out Gas Alley, what the findings on the ring were.
So they're very interesting. This ring will protect anybody wearing it. It will make you a little more resilient
To what?
to anything, to any kind of damage that might want to hit you.
Well, that sounds nice.
So somebody who maybe is taking a lot of damage might be interested in this piece of equipment.
Does it look good on my finger?
Yeah, maybe give it to maybe give it to Jeremy. He seems to take a fair amount of hits, and he might need a little extra, protection while he gets used to his new situation.
Ooh.
You guys, everybody okay with that?
Or he might turn into a koala.
I'd be fine with that.
I don't know. You're gonna be a koala, is what you're gonna be.
Female
Gino's okay
koala.
with it.
A koala.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
I think it is.
Okay, then
It is now.
Very well. It's canon.
then I'd like to give the ring to Jeremy, letting him know that if anybody tries to hit him, this will give him a little extra armor. And if a spell tries to hit him, it will give him a little assistance in avoiding the spell.
Oh, great! Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you take the ring?
Yes.
It
Okay.
wouldn't have made sense for me to have that. I've already got those things.
So
Oh,
I think I'll just share it with everybody now. It's a ring of protection.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and I think you can search for that in the compendium and drag it onto your character sheet, and that'll automatically add the AC.
Thank you.
Another +1 to AC and saving throws. Yeah, I've already got that with the cloak.
Yeah, I don't think this would stack for you,
Right.
but I'd have to look
I
at
would
the
think it
internets.
would. But that's just my thought.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? Extra magic.
I
There's
would think two
they're
cloaks
rolling
would
up.
stack. But maybe again, that's not.
Anyway, doesn't
Armor
matter.
stacks on other armor.
Cool.
Just-
So we
wow.
got
Okay.
magical find.
What are you guys up to?
Plus 2 ace. Oh.
So I let everybody else know that there's a whole passageway and a chest and some other stuff down south of us.
Right, we should go check that out.
And I start walking that way.
Head first, armor man.
Well, actually, if it's a pool of gas, it's probably makes sense to see if you could go blow it out of there first.
We'll
I
talk
mean-
when we get there.
All right. Well, I'll go down far enough so that I can see it, but not be within it, amongst it.
I'm gonna make a saving throw just to see if the ring works.
What?
What?
Oh, I see. Just mechanically for roll.
Mechanically, just
Got it. Okay, so as you guys look down this southern stairwell,
It
you
does not.
see
It's not.
for the saving throw, I think you might have to adjust that.
Yeah. If you figure it out, let me know because I have a couple of saving throw additional mechanics.
I think you have to go into the gear tab, like the settings gear,
I
of,
know.
Yeah.
to adjust saving throws. So you guys look down the steps, and you can see this gas that is kind of bubbling up from the surface of the muddy water. It's not very thick, but it's Odin's it seems thicker than the last time you were down there. Like it's starting to grow again.
Whoa.
How that worked.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm gonna hold breath, and I'm gonna walk right on back down.
did he tell us it was down
Okay.
there?
Gas
what?
and a treasure chest.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I announced it several times, actually.
I'm sorry.
Well, several of them you were muted.
I got a lot
That
going on
might
right
be
now.
true,
I apologize.
But I still announced it to nobody.
Are we all following him? Is that the plan?
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
at least until we can assess like what we want to do here. I
Well,
would think.
because we can't see without it, so that's why I just wanted to follow him.
Yeah, my forehead is
Right.
illuminated.
As you do.
we can see the gas from the top of the stairway here.
You can. Mm-hmm. It's not a ton of it, but it's
that looks like
visible.
dangerous gas, guys. We might not want to go down there.
I mean, how long? We don't even know how long to hold our breath for.
It's only a short bit.
I volunteer to go last.
I'm gonna stay here.
Well, I'd like to see if we could maybe blow it out of the area, away from the treasure chest at least. And if we could, I'd be happy to give it a
doesn't
shot.
extend past a couple feet, maybe 20 or 30 down past the stairs.
All right, so just move it out of our way, and I'll be the first through the breach.
Mechanically, we could hold our breath for 30 feet, Troy, without a problem.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Let's
Okay.
hold our breath then.
I'd give
I
it a
don't
shot.
really want to waste a spell slot on that. I really
Yeah,
don't.
I'm fine with holding my breath for 30 seconds.
Since other spell slots could save your life.
Somebody want to give me that mask? I'll go open it. I'm immune to poison.
Yeah, take it. It's all yours. Yeah.
Okay. And where's this chest? Can you just point?
So
in the
are you
direction?
wearing the mask now, Ketchum?
Yeah, I'd be wearing it.
Okay.
Where's and I'd hold my breath. Yeah, through there.
Yeah, and as you walk through there, you can kind of, even though you're holding your breath, you can kind of, some of it goes up in your nostrils. And you can, it's like that sulfur, stingy, awful smell.
Okay.
Oh,
If it's disease, I'm immune. If it's poison, I think I'm resistant and maybe immune.
You don't take any damage.
Okay.
And as you snake your way through that cavern, eventually you make your way into that larger opening, and you see this chest being suspended from the ceiling by these chains. And again, it's a pretty large chest. 6 feet long, 3 feet wide, 3 feet high.
And it's suspended by chains.
Correct, yeah. You see rusty chains that are embedded into the ceiling, draped down, and this chest is kind of wrapped in them, as well as kind of suspended by them. Actually, it's not really wrapped. It's almost like they're like attached to rungs on the chest.
Okay, and how far up did you say it was?
It's about a foot above the water, and the water is about 5 feet deep.
About a foot. Okay. All right, so I can't get to it then. I'm too short. I'm already treading water. I'd have to burst out of there like Free Willy.
And you're getting pretty tired because of all of your armor.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll move back to report the findings at least, and see if we can get somebody a little bit taller, or someone maybe a little bit more of a baller. I don't know.
We get you a floaty.
Yeah, that's something. So I'll explain my dilemma and
someone who might have a girl.
Yeah.
I'll perk up during his story. I'll perk up a bit during his story and hear that there's a big pool of water in there. That's sort of an elemental that's familiar to me. I'll say, all right, I'll come give you a help.
I'd also like to note in passing, because I will have checked it out on my way back, that it seems like maybe the stream continues. And tell me if I'm reading this wrong, Troy, like underneath where we've already been?
That's correct. You can now tell that this stream is what was flowing under that grate going from the south to the north.
Okay. So there's an underwater passage leading to an indeterminate part of this floor.
Is this where we're going?
Well, no. It's down here is where we were headed. To your right. And I will try to hold on.
At this point, like the water's starting to pull you under, Ketchum.
Holding on to the rocks before I get into the waterfall area.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check.
So I'd like to. This is kind of why I'm down here. I'd like to actually use shape water.
Okay.
As he's swimming, to give him basically some extra buoyancy and kind of help him. Little water made, swimmies for him.
Okay. All right. I'll give you advantage on that acrobatics check.
Word. Okay.
So you start to slip below the surface as you can't hold on to the surface, to the rocks, because they're quite wet and slippery. So
Okay.
you're.
I'd like to try to struggle back to shallower waters.
Okay. You can kind of make your way back this way. Make an athletics check to try and pull yourself back up onto the rocks. I'll give you advantage on this one too.
It's a little bit more my speed.
Jesus. Who knew that the treasure-hungry elf would be so difficult to get to the treasure?
So you're able to pull yourself
I'm a
back
dwarf,
above
thank
the
you.
water and hold on to it there. But you can just feel like now the water has just penetrated all of your clothing, that armor, all of your gear.
Sure.
It's just dragging
It's
you
very,
down.
very, very laden. All right, I'll back up to the stairs with me then.
Okay.
To dry
Meanwhile,
off.
Jingle, you're fine. You're just flowing right through it.
Well, with the day.
So I'll like porpoise swim over this way.
Yeah, you kind of like arc in and out of the water.
Yeah. And I'll get over here and I'll try to catch onto the side of the rock and ask. So what do we got here? Or Zig?
So there says there's something about being the master thief on the front of it, but honestly, I think we should just smash it.
Are you a master thief?
Hell no.
I'm not a master thief either. Well, I can take a crack shot at it.
Let's
Or do you
do
think
it.
you can?
All right, so I just moved closer to it. I'm waiting for somebody else to chime in and possibly Ketchum to come on back.
Well,
I'm gonna,
Hey, Ketchum.
I'm gonna drown out there. I'm gonna drown in water that's a foot over my head.
Ketchum, what's going on down there, man?
Where are you guys?
I would have explained. I was basically getting sucked under because of the unusual height of the water.
You mean 5 feet?
Yes. The unusual height of the water.
What water? Where's it? Where's it coming?
Wait, they call it depth.
Where's it coming from?
Well, the watery area down there. That's mostly. But I would tell them that to the right, Jingle and Algman were down there investigating a chain-wrapped chest. I would not have heard the warning.
Where is Gaxif?
He is still in the room with
than
you.
I am.
Okay, just making sure that we're still in this room too. I just didn't see him on my thing. That's all.
He's right above you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's go. And I'll hold my breath. And they all went off to the east, right?
Southwest.
To the south. Okay. Then I will, following their lead, do the same thing
Okay.
and just head to that direction.
Be careful, seems risky.
I'm gonna pass on this one. Just call me if you need me, and I'll try to get in there.
Okay, so Jeremy, you make your way, and you see, as the others have seen, in this cavern, this chest suspended by multiple chains, sitting 6 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot, 1 foot above the surface of the water.
Okay.
And with your clothing, your light clothing, you're able to tread the water pretty effectively, and you're not having much of a problem.
Okay, cool. Hang on 1 second. That thing that I did isn't right.
The environmental hazards in this dungeon for me are far more deadly than any of the actual enemies that I've encountered. Magnets and water everywhere. It's like,
yep, that is going to be a continued theme.
Welcome to D&D.
my natural foes are all over the place.
You don't die in fights. You die in traps.
That's well, we did die in a fight. Although I've also died in a trap, so 50-50 on that.
Okay. So what's the deal with this chest?
Says we're looking for a master thief.
If you get a little closer, Jeremy.
What you get?
Yeah, or other than Zeg, I can imagine you reading out that inscription, Jeremy. You can read it because it's written in common. I devour all but the greatest thieves.
It's the mimic.
We should smash it.
I tell a joke. I laughed, you laughed, the sheriff laughed. It was great. Okay, I want to look around for any other kinds of writings on the walls or anything that.
Okay, make a perception check.
Make sure I'm not doing. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this is. You don't see anything unnatural besides this chest and the chains that it's attached to.
Okay. All right. Gonna crack my knuckles. Say, okay. Are we gonna do this?
Let's do it.
Oh, I don't have my thieves. I don't have my thieves kit with me.
What'd you do with it?
It's gonna be with my gear. It's gonna be with my gear back.
A what kit?
Thieves' tools.
Oh, I'm just going for smashing it. I don't even want to try to pick this shit. It looks like it's made of wood. Let's hit it.
Well, usually we try to obey the dungeon warnings. Well, I'm not a part of this. I'm chilling on the stairs.
Yeah.
You guys
Is there anything around that it looks like I could make it use to get a makeshift thieving kit with?
You don't have any bobby pins in that beautiful long hair of yours?
Well, like bones or something, like you know, like.
Those didn't come with the spell.
I mean, you can't see below the surface of the water here. It's muddy and opaque, and the cavern itself is natural, right? Like,
okay.
and it's just cavern walls. This is not like doesn't look like dungeon to you. This looks like cave.
And how high up do the chains go?
The ceiling 20 feet high, so it goes up another dozen, feet.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
So I'm thinking.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Okay. Can I check the chest just for traps?
Okay, so you want to like pull yourself up onto it, or like how are you going to do? I would say right now you're swimming below it.
Okay.
Or near it. Like describe how
far off the top of the water is the chest? Like how
there's a 1 foot gap between the top of the water and the bottom of the chest.
Then can I cast shape water and freeze a section of ice right below him for him to stand on?
I think yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, you could shape a 5 foot cube, and so there's just this block of ice, and yeah, is it right next to the chest or right under the chest?
It would be kind of right in front of the chest, so
okay.
Emanating from there.
Yeah, so you can see this. Everyone else can see.
Yep.
As the water kind of freezes into a block, directly next to the chest.
All right, I'm gonna climb up on the block if I need to, just to be able to get a better investigation into the chest.
Okay.
And before I get ready to crack my knuckles and look around and ask, where's Gaxif?
I think he's afraid of the water.
Someone go get him.
All right.
They're doing a repeat of that dungeon that we went to. That one to the dungeon off the water deep.
All right, I'm going back over here, and I'm looking for Gaxif. You wander down this way.
And I'm just gonna try to visually inspect the chest a little bit more.
Okay.
While he's doing at least nothing else as a time filler. While he's doing this, I want to investigate the trap. See if I can visually see any kind of traps on the chest.
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Question for Oddman: can Gaxif ride on your back because you're a turtle?
I mean, sure, why not?
Why not? He's not a scorpion.
I'm not going in there.
Oh, don't even play that game. I know that story, bitches.
Saw that episode of MacGyver.
Whoa, that was a MacGyver episode?
All right, Jeremy, so Jeremy, you look at the chest, and it appears to have a pretty intricate locking mechanism, but it doesn't look to be trapped in any way. You kind of check all the seams of the lid and the hinges or the kind of brackets that are holding the chains onto it. You look around, it just appears to be sealed quite tightly, but not trapped in any way.
Okay. What would be the mechanic for me trying to open this without a thieving tool? Like, how would I try to? If I wanted to open this?
Mm-hmm.
Let's smash it.
I mean, you can
basically.
Right. So you could probably you can always. It's
I
pretty
should have
tough.
basically, I should go back and get my thieving kit. Basically,
it's tough to try and pick a lock without some.
Okay,
sort
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and get my. I'm gonna go back and get my. Guys, I need to go back and get my thieving tools.
All right.
And I'm gonna porpoise around.
Okay. So can you guys describe how Jeremy, you are going to get your thieving tools and then get back across the?
Well, if I knew that he was going to get them, I'd volunteer to just have him tied to a rope, and I'll pull him across.
Well, I just wouldn't have metal on me, and I would just.
Thieving tools are made of metal.
Can I rest while all this is happening? Is this a thing I can try to do?
But they don't weigh very much.
Yes, you can get a short rest in Gaxif while this is happening. I feel like it's going to take long enough that you can get your short rest.
But they don't weigh very much. I mean, they're like ounces.
Yeah, that's kind of how I think is that they're going to weigh less than the sword does.
So I need you to let me know when my short rest is done, then, Troy, because I have a spell that's going to help with a lot of this.
It's probably going to be a while. Like they've probably chewed up like 5 minutes right now.
No.
Okay.
So do you want to do the rope thing, Jeremy, or do you want to just brave it?
What is the rope thing?
Oh, I give you this rope, and we'll just drag the tools across the rope.
So Jeremy, it's getting quite dark as you get to the northern part of this room. There doesn't seem to be any light.
Right, I need light. Okay, well,
I'd lend you a torch, but I'm a little soggy right now.
Okay. Ogden, can you go back and get my theory? Can you get my toolkit?
No. Oh, I suppose. Or Oddman, not. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Orvax.
Yeah.
No. And I said no.
Okay.
But by the way, Jingle, your swimming is amazing. I really feel like you're embodying a porpoise right now.
Does anybody have any kind of light that they can?
I'm waiting for you to leave to go get your shit.
Well, I'm trying to.
If I can light a torch, I'll give it to him.
Hey, look, I'm gonna
Well,
go.
fine. I'll just say.
Look, my forehead is a light. Go ahead, get your ass to the stairs.
I already used my lighting abilities on Jingle's dongle, so.
Okay, so it sounds like Oddman, you're going, Jeremy, to provide the light.
I am. I don't know. I know that Jeremy cannot see it, but I've illuminated both Jingle and the way to the stairs from where I'm standing. Whoa, where'd I go?
You're up
near Jeremy.
higher.
Oh, whoa, wait, hang on. I didn't say I'm leaving. I just moved that portion of the corridor so he could see his way to the stairs.
Well, that wasn't what he needed.
Okay. Well, he can get his way to the stairs, and then there's somebody else up top that's got something, right?
I'll hand him a torch.
Yeah, I hit.
I don't know where.
I will. I hit. Let's just solve this. I'll go with you, Jeremy.
There we go.
Thank
you.
All right.
Jesus.
Because I hit Oddman Zig with the light spell. I don't know, a little while ago,
I
right?
got my forehead illuminated.
So hold on, let me move you guys here.
Which lasts an hour.
Jingle's
Jeremy, stop
dog
moving.
still should be glowing like the sun.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop.
So are they gone?
They are gone.
All right, great. I'm gonna go up onto that ice block that he made, and I'm gonna attack this chest with my claws.
Okay.
Well, okay, so let's resolve
you.
that before we move on with you, Jeremy. All right, so go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, I am on the platform, so I'm gonna roll with my claws.
Okay. One of the chains snaps off.
Okay, can I keep attacking the chest? Like, is there any damage to it?
I mean, you see a scrape in the side of the chest, and one of the chains is clicked off. So yeah, it seems to be doing something.
Yeah, I want to hit it again.
Okay, go ahead and roll. All right, you see like part of it, the part of the wood snaps off and drops into the water. One of the buckles on it kind of. The hinges starts to come loose a bit.
But it's like still suspended in the air?
It is, but it's starting to kind of droop at an odd angle.
Well, right, because there's one missing, right? So
yeah.
Oh, I'm going to hit it again.
Okay.
Like a pinata.
Like a pinata, but I can see.
Okay. One of the other chains breaks free.
Oh, shit. I'm going to wait a minute for the other people to do their thing.
Okay.
Now you get cold.
All right, Jeremy, you're into the rusted room.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I would say you're halfway through your rest, Gaxif.
Okay. If I hadn't already, I'm gonna drop my longsword here.
Okay.
And then walk back over to this room. Walk back over to the east.
Okay.
Is our stuff still here?
Yeah, still there.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna rummage through and grab my thieving kit.
Okay.
And then take a deep breath and start working my way back to the west, hugging this wall as much as I can.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, pause there. Go ahead and make a athletics check. Okay.
Sure.
So you start to feel this tug in your pockets or wherever you're holding these thieving tools towards the wall.
Oh,
You struggle against it, and then you lose your footing on some dust on the floor of the room and fly westward towards the shield. You slam into that shield and hold on. You take 13 points of damage.
Jesus.
As you bang into.
Do my breasts soften the blow?
And how were you holding on to them, or were they in your pocket? What was the deal?
So, in all honesty, if I had that choice, I was holding on to them. So, given that, if they were just pulled from my hand, because the electric would be, they just couldn't. I couldn't hold on to them.
No, it actually isn't necessarily that here.
Okay. Then knowing that I'm flying through it, I would turn and position my body so that I went back first, and that the metal was like on my chest now, and like my back's against the wall.
Okay. So you're boom over here. Go ahead and make another athletics check to try and work your way back away from it. Okay, so you're able to make your way back into the hallway here.
Damn, that's a good roll.
Too bad that wasn't first. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna walk back as I'm holding my back.
Okay. So are you just gonna make it all the way back to the chest?
I can pick up my sword, yes, and
Okay.
pick back up the long sword, work my way back towards the chest, yes.
Okay, you can go ahead and move yourself back to the chest.
I will work with him, shaking my head.
You arrive to the chest as you see Admin Zig slashing into that chest.
I have no idea what happened.
What are you doing?
Jesus Christ, man! You said you weren't a master thief. You were joking.
Guys, it looks like it's opening up.
Well, by all means, hit it again.
All right. So I would like to hit it again, but I'd like to also hold up the chains to make sure it doesn't like fall into the water or anything.
You can try. You can see that it's a big freaking chest.
It's a big freaking chest. So wait, hold on. Who's over here?
So you can't hit it.
Can I get you guys to hold it out of the water?
Can I cast? I think I can have multiple. Let me double check the multiple shaped waters. Can.
It did say something about multiples and holding.
No more than 2 non-instantaneous.
You got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I kind of support it on the back side as well? This chest.
You could so
maybe
you could put one right underneath.
Yeah, if I can put one right underneath just to take the weight.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a foot underneath of it, right? Because
okay,
you're
I mean as close as I can get it. That makes sense.
Okay. Yep. You basically extend the one ice block into one continuous 10-foot long block now, with half of it extending underneath of the chest.
Cool. So I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay, go for it. All right. Ka-ching! Another one of the chains snaps off. It's barely dangling from a couple more chains, and you can see some of the brackets prying loose. Looks like one more good hit would probably break it free of the chains.
I turn to everybody and I go, I'm gonna do this.
I will look back at Jeremy I'll shrug my shoulders and hold my breath.
Is Jeremy down there?
Now?
I mean, look, if it doesn't work, I'll let you get at this.
So how many people are down there right now?
There's just
All
three
of
of
us
us.
but you.
And me.
And
And
Ketchum
Orvex.
and Orvex.
So not Gaxif.
So half of you. Yep. Okay. So Edmund Zig, go ahead and roll if you're going to attack it again. You
Wonder-
crash into it, but you're not able to gain purchase. It's just a little too wet from all the swimming, and your
the tension.
claws slide right off.
I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna back up.
Why?
I mean, dude, I just said if you want to step in here, step in.
Well, it was too late to do anything. I mean, you've already done it, so just go. Just do your thing.
You can try to open it. You brought your thieves. No.
Okay. You smash into it again. All of the chains, the remaining 2 chains, kind of break free. It crashes down onto the ice block, and the lid. You see the lid kind of bump up a bit as it opens and shuts. It seems like you might be able to chest now.
So I go and I use my claw to open up the lid.
Okay. You open up the lid, and you see that the entire inside of the chest is lined in some sort of metal. There's also it's filled with gold at the bottom of the chest, gold pieces. You also see a large gold tankard with a sad face embossed into the side of it, and some sort of bone tube.
I turn around and I let my friends know what's in there. I go, who wants to touch it?
You opened it, you.
Last time I touched a bone tube, it didn't turn out well for me.
That's right, I forgot. Oh shit. Well, I mean, I guess like I take I go.
You.
Yeah, you're up there.
This is
You're
your
up there,
show.
Mitch. You're up there, Mitch McConnell. See, you're playing.
Mitch McConnell. Wow.
I like it.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I mean, I'm gonna take. I guess I'll go try to take the 2 items first.
Okay, so you grab a hold of
you
the
look like a
the
turtle.
tankard, and it's nice and heavy. Looks like you could fit a nice liter of liquid in there.
A liter of cola.
And it's thick, and it seems
water.
it's not gold plated. You look at it, you can tell this thing's made of solid gold.
Oh whoa.
You pick up the bone tube, and it seems to be hollow. It's quite light, and you look at one end of it, and it has some sort of cork stopper in the end of it.
Oh boy.
Okay. And how much gold is in here?
Give it to Jeremy. See if he'll drink it.
It's 300 gold.
300 gold. So I mean,
300 gold
I still have my
pieces.
robes on, but like, can I carry that with like?
I think it would be tough without a pack.
Yeah, my pack is over on the other side. So okay, so I've got the 2 items. I'm gonna carry as much gold as I possibly can, and
$6.
Yeah, I mean, you could fill the tankard with probably, I don't know, 15
How
gold.
much could he shove into his shell?
that's not really a thing.
Yeah.
If you scrunch your neck down.
So I'm gonna let them know that hey, look, there's a bunch of gold in here, and these things, and I hold them aloft, and I step off of the little ice shelf back into the water.
Okay.
So I move.
All right.
Can I change? Can I make a perception check to look at the rest of the room and see if anything's changed in the room, to see if there's any new activity or if anything else is going on?
Sure, make a perception check.
I'm gonna roll 29. Nope, nothing's different.
You don't notice anything different.
Okay. What are you doing, Oddman?
You guys need to get out that gold. There.
I put my hands up in the air and I go, I'll grab me a little handful. Every bit goes towards the new boat. And I just reach a single hand in, which I don't know, 5? Is that 5? You think?
You probably get 5 and 5 in a hand. Yeah, sure.
I'll just do one hand, 5 gold.
Okay.
Now I'll step back off and say, "Well, Jeremy, if you're not getting any, I guess we head back."
Okay, yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna grab it and go. I'm not gonna worry about
You're not taking any gold?
No.
At least put one between your new 2 friends there. Good enough.
It's nature's pocket.
I'll take it as I walk by. I'll flip him a gold coin as I walk by.
Sorry, Troy, but
Oh my God. All right, so I make it back up to the stairs with everybody. I assume we're all heading that way, right?
Looks
Okay.
that way. I mean, unless you guys want to traverse the northern stream up
Well,
under
I think
the.
we should, but like I want to let everybody
disagree.
know there be gold in them there streams.
Troy, can I jump back a bit to when I did a detect magic within 30 feet of me?
Yes, you can.
See if I detected any magic on Jeremy.
You did not.
Okay.
I mean, feminine magic, just the regular kind. You know what I mean? Just wiles. There's various wiles.
That's all. Man.
Okay.
What's my short rest looking like?
You'd probably wrap up in the next few minutes now that everybody's back.
Yeah, might be worth having that bone tube investigated.
Yeah, so now that I'm outside of there, I'd like to take a look at it.
Not you, Jingle.
Okay.
I throw my hands up and I start walking this way.
So do you take the stopper out, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to take the stopper out. Yes.
Okay. You find a scroll inside, and you unravel. You can unravel the scroll, and you can look, and it seems to be some sort of arcane magical scroll.
Ooh, where's my wizard friends at?
Would you mind showing me the language? I'm actually fairly proficient in a few.
Yeah, take a look, and I throw the scroll at him.
Can I make a It is not in Dwarven, but you could do a DC 13 Arcana check.
If it's celestial, is the other thing I know.
I mean, you can see that this is magical. It's not so much that it's an alien language.
Okay. If I didn't need it, or if I couldn't read it, then I wouldn't be the one to do the Arcana check on this.
I see.
It's not my jam.
Yeah, the trick here is really like looking at the runes and understanding. It's not so much about the language.
So it would take just one look at it for me to know that it had nothing to do with me.
Got it. So Gaxus, you're probably free from your rest at this point.
Paladins of the Ancients are free from such concerns.
Okay, so I mean, it looks magical. So
I'd give it to Gaxif whenever he wakes up.
What am I getting?
Well, I'm gonna hand you the scroll here. See if you can identify what's up.
If I can read a scroll?
Yes, I can.
I read the scroll.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana check. I think a generous assumption here that you're actually trying to just kind of understand it, not.
A generous assumption, aka I just saved you from a grisly death.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what it is. Right.
So it appears to be a scroll of remove curse.
Klaatu Baratus Nikto.
Okay. Which means that's something we can use once. Is that right?
That's how scrolls work, yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, I wasn't trying to be glib.
No, I know.
I don't think you guys have used them, yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the mechanic explanation. No, that's true. Okay. All right. I'll let the party know. We can. Hey guys, this is a scroll that will let us remove a curse from somebody, but we can only use it once.
Okay.
Is that what we think happened to Jeremina up there, or
Up to you
that
guys.
just a new?
Well, that's only if you
new
think
life
being a
choice?
woman is a curse, you sexist.
Well, no, I think involuntary sex change is
Gonna
sounds a
bring
little
up so
cursy.
many terrible items for us. All right, so I let everybody else know because I mean nobody's talked about this that there's a tremendous amount of gold down there.
Don't want it. Sounds
Don't-
like cursed pirate
don't
gold to
care.
me. If you'd opened it legitimately, I would have looted it all. But as it is, I think it will kill me.
I ask, hey, you guys mentioned seeing some like skeleton keys or like some kind of beings that were key shaped or something. Like, have we seen them since we tried to chase them around?
It's been a hectic afternoon.
I saw one earlier, but I was a man back then.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a no or
I
So-
saw one earlier. There's like a man not present to me.
where did they go? We should maybe track them down because the clue that we got mentioned the keys turn from the inside.
Nick, I think he's
Inside of what?
mansplaining to you.
Yeah.
Actually,
Why did your voice get high?
didn't take much, did it?
Okay, let's head back up to these. Let's go back to where we started.
All right, as we head up, I'd like to lead the group, and I'd like to say, wait, and I'd like to turn and I'd like to get to this point and turn to everybody and say stop. And I'd like to point myself at this effing statue, and I'm gonna cast Tiny Hut on the statue.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, creative. I love it.
To kind of, block it in the tiny hut. And if it means I need to walk up to it because it is a touch spell, I'll walk up to it to do that because I don't have any metal on me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to kind of tell everybody...
So it's going to spring up around you, so you're going to be inside of the tiny hut.
That's fine, but I'm going to tell everybody to wait in the hallway before I do that. And I'm going to walk up and I'm going to cast Tiny Hut to kind of, isolate that statue in the hut.
Nah,
Okay.
this
Got it.
trap would
Alright.
be a disaster for any characters with like exotic piercings.
All right. So you do that, and the hut springs into existence. Yeah. Okay.
Now I'm going to walk to the middle of the room and I'm going to say, gentlemen, walk.
Can you leave it?
Lady.
Yeah, it says,
Dude looks like a
You
lady.
can move
Says-
through it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I see.
creatures
Yep.
and objects within the dome, when you cast a spell, can move through it freely.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
I'd like to.
I'm going to walk through it. I'm going to point to the group and I'm going to say, feel free to move. Feel free to go get your armor. Whatever you gentlemen need to do to get through this room, we're now protected to do that.
They're all naked or whatever, so I'll just flip a coin out there just to sort of check the effect.
Okay. The coin curves and hits the side of the tiny hut and sticks to
Oh,
it.
is that right?
It's the
That
hut.
doesn't seem
Wait a
too-
minute.
That
No.
doesn't seem too great to me. I don't care for that one. bit.
Spells and other magical
hold on.
effects can't
Okay.
extend through
Can't
the
extend
dome or
through
be
the
cast through it.
Maybe it's not a spell or a magical effect.
It's interdimensional.
Maybe it's physics.
It's called a magnet.
Yeah, gravity still exists in the dome.
Okay, so the reason, so the way I would is that somebody from the outside couldn't cast a spell into the hut. All right, I'll give it to you. All right, the gold piece falls to the floor.
Okay.
All right.
Huzzah!
Then I'll pick it up on my
Let's
way.
say,
to
gentlemen,
the-
we have roughly 8 hours to figure out what we want to do on this side of this freaking floor. So let's
better
figure out what we want
head
to
north.
do.
Better head north to the
Oh,
unexplored.
there's nothing north.
I don't worry. We
should
won't
get
do
him a drink.
anything untoward. We won't do anything dangerously stupid up north. We'll just go check it out to make
And-
sure that we haven't
I'd like
haven't missed anything of import. Okay, this is just the one room then. There's no outputs or
That's
lane.
When you look around it, you see only a circular room fountain.
All right, then I'm getting the hell out of the magnet room, and I'm never going back down there.
We have 8 hours to go back through it as many times as we want to.
I don't want to even.
Oh, I'm gonna run back and I'm gonna grab my immovable rod and my pack.
I thought it's just hanging out there, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my pack and my immovable rod and also head into the room. And if the group's heading north, I'm gonna follow them north.
Oh,
Sure.
I got my pack,
Well,
and
there's just the one room up there.
Okay. I'm assuming that as you guys go into the hallway, everybody picks up their old stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeremy tries to grab his immovable rod and fails.
Wait, we're not going north?
Go. You can go up there.
it's-
It's just the empty room.
What happened
Go
to the
ahead,
skeleton?
take a drink.
Didn't we see somebody run up there? A skeleton or something run up there?
If you would listen to me, the
Ready?
skeleton ran off to the east.
Oh.
Actually, what happened was
Well, then let's go that way.
so marching order then.
Yeah, you guys can move yourselves.
I'd like to suggest that the person wearing the mask lead the way.
Well, I think that's still me. I haven't transferred it yet. Let's see. I understand we wanted to try to clear the floor, as it were, before we moved on. So I'll avoid the stairs for now.
We know the screaming child. The child is to the west, to the east here.
Oh, sure. Who wouldn't want to meet a screaming child?
Hey, I had to deal with several today. Okay.
Yeah, me too. I was single parenting a kid with ear infection, double pink eye, and a cold.
Yikes.
And she's Harper already, so that's a treat.
Yeah, I met Harper. She's already about 13 years old, even though she's 3, right? So, yeah.
All right, so around the corner is where I'm headed, basically, and then down this corridor.
Remember, we can go to the north here too.
Yeah, we'll have to explore all avenues, but this is first
If
one.
we don't want to get into the face hole, we went north last time. We were able to get into the same kind of room.
Oh yeah, face hole. Yeah, okay. Face hole wasn't great. I'm not loving crawling through the face hole right now. Okay, so I traveled
Bingo.
north.
Let's
until I
go
found
north.
Wait.
Whatever the hell that is.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. So, Ketchum, you get here.
Right.
All right.
Marching order
And-
behind me, guys.
I'll be second.
Okay.
Okay.
So, in front of you, this long hallway, you see carved bird soaring across the walls of this corridor, etched into both walls. Blocking the passage near its northern end is a large adamantine propeller with 5 sharp blades.
Oh Jesus.
I don't like that one bit. Okay.
Don the mask or be seen.
Oh.
Right.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Where's
Okay.
our,
So I'm wearing the mask, right? I'd like to step into the bird tunnel.
Okay.
When he's there, I'd like to step up behind him because I want to be kind of at the ready in case he gets.
Get ready for me to
intended cut
shove you
off.
down if I need to run the F out of here.
All right. So, just a second. Okay. So, as soon as you step into the hallway, you see that propeller start to spin up.
Back out of the tunnel.
Okay. So you do that quickly.
Yeah. No, I'm very gun shy. Yeah.
Okay. And as you step back out of the tunnel, you see it start to slow down, but it slows down. The deceleration is taking a while.
So mouth hole then, huh?
Well, I mean, if we had to, I could get past it, but it would just be me on the other end.
It'd be a fun little party. it
Not
sounds like.
necessarily.
No. Not something I'm loving.
Catch 'em.
What if we can shut it down from that side?
Catch them.
We had
There
to
are
go.
ways that some of us can join you.
Well,
over
that'd
there.
be great. But for now, let's try a way that everyone can join us. Mouth hole.
Wait a minute.
I'd like to
Definitely we should hit the mouth
Mouth
hole.
hole.
Hold on.
wait.
Fine.
Can I
What about?
can I ask Ketchum?
Sorry.
Ketchum, what'd you see in the hallway there?
Oh, it's a big propeller. It's a big spinning. Well, I wouldn't know what a propeller was. Spinning mass of blades, fixing to cut you right up.
We have a rod, right?
Can I walk up to the propeller?
Well, if he wants to get that close to it,
Who's making that
Like-
noise? Why?
I am. Hold on, folks. Hold on.
because of environment. Uh-oh. And Gaxif
I
is
duck.
now pure.
I don't know where I don't know where the propeller was. I'm sorry. I might have overstepped there.
You did to your death.
Okay, you can start to feel the propeller pulling you towards it, Gaxa.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Get out of the way.
So there's a slight pull from where I'm standing right now.
It's slight right now.
Dude, you should either jam it with something like the rod, or you should get the fuck out of the way.
Well, who says it's even restricted on its y-axis? You know, a rod might not do anything.
Yeah, it might slice right through the damn thing.
Well, no,
It's
but I mean, like,
immovable. It can
if
move
it
the
wasn't,
earth, man.
It's not. But it's not.
No, it's not immovable. There are limits.
no, there are limits.
It's
Deadly
not incredible.
limits.
It's also not indestructible.
Right.
Word. All right, I had a misconception on how that works then.
No, I think it's
apparently
1,000.
that's
I
a
think it's
common-
1,000 pounds. I think is the
1,000 pounds. And
I
1,000
think it's
pounds of
probably
force
better
would
than
not be
1,000
difficult to
pounds.
overcome if it was concentrated on a tiny section of the rod.
stand by.
Yeah, with something moving at great force. We'd have to do the newtons, but I think that's Troy likes to do that stuff. So
Like so Gaxa, before you, it looks like you stepped back out of the hallway. Before you stepped out, you could feel the wind being sucked into the hallway and pulled towards the propellers. It wasn't moving you, but you could just feel it like tugging on your clothing.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna do it.
moving you, but it wasn't engaging.
I'm
What are you
gonna do
gonna
it.
do?
I'm gonna So I'm as my bonus action here. I'm gonna misty step up to where I see the propeller.
Wait, what's Misty Step do?
Like one space in front of it.
It's a teleport.
I'm gonna throw the rod to the top area of where I see the propeller, and I'm gonna push the button.
Okay, so you're misty stepping to right next to it
Yeah, and then I'm gonna
on the southern side of it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
and the reason is I'm gonna get my rod ready before I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna teleport up right in front of it. I'm gonna have it ready right up above.
Oh my
And as I teleport there, I'm gonna put the rod there and I'm gonna hit the button.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't even know how to revivify pieces of a Gaxif.
Okay, so you're going right here. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so it was still spinning because it takes a while to slow down. You push land there. Go ahead and make a
Death.
make a strength saving throw.
Death.
Strength
I'll
saving
give you a
throw?
strength saving throw with advantage.
That's
Don't question it. Roll your rolls. You did a reckless thing.
Okay, so
Take
you're
it.
barely able to hold, like you thrust the movable rod as you're being pulled towards it. You jam the movable rod up there, chunk, hit the button. It stays in place. You're able to hold on to it and kind of throw your feet up onto the spindle at the center of the center axle of the propeller, and that propeller hits that movable rod. Ding! and stops.
How far in between the blades? How far in between the blades?
Like, how far apart are the blades?
We did it, gentlemen.
Did we?
What are we doing though?
We're going through the blades to the sarcophagus above it.
How far apart are the blades is a question we should have asked prior to you sticking yourself immediately in front of them.
The blades are the gap is large enough that you can get through them.
A humanoid can squiggle through.
Hey guys, we're good to go. Let's go.
All right, I haul ass then through the blades. If we're going, we're gonna
Good
go.
job, little guy.
We're going in a hurry.
By the way, Meryl, the immovable is specifically named as a thing that will stop those blades.
Wow!
Really?
Oh, that's crazy.
Really?
Yes. Specifically named.
Oh, I'm so glad I picked that thing.
Okay, I've got the mask on, so when I go through, right?
Yeah.
When I haul ass through, how far up can I go before you're gonna stop me?
So you're hauling ass like you're running?
Yeah.
Make an acrobatics or make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And let's check the mechanics when I do this because I think I set the global modifier to what it is for me.
All right.
Oh no.
So you get to the end.
I did +4.
You get to the end and tumble off of a ledge down 20 feet to the
Oh geez.
to the
Ouch.
floor
Like 6 times your height.
or below. So it's here. You take 7 damage from that fall.
Ouch. That's
All right. So hold on here. So you see a deep pit around you here at the entrance to this tomb with a stone sarcophagus resting next to you.
The deep pit, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're in
Look
it.
at those treasure chests right there.
But I tell him not to follow me, though.
Hold on. There's a snarling monkey-like creature decorating the sarcophagus lid.
Oh.
As you fell, you also glimpsed a strange skeletal creature crawling along the walls of this room. And you can no longer see the 3 treasure chests that you got a brief glimpse of. So once somebody else gets a little bit closer, I'll talk about that.
All right. So
I'll be right back.
I would not want them to come in. Right?
Actually, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, F. Oh no. This gets worse and worse.
And you're going to be prone to start with, Ketchum.
Can we?
Sure.
If we're going to do a battle, do we want to pick up on next week here?
I think we can. Let's keep going for 15 more minutes.
Okay. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh boy.
Initiative. Oh shit.
I can't believe how I started out. Be like, no, I don't want to be within 1,000,000 miles of this, and still, I'm down in the pit.
That's what a line of treasure chests will do to you.
I'm real sorry. Am I?
I didn't know they were back there when I ran through it. I really didn't. Sorry,
Hey,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, Troy. Am I rolling initiative too? I had to step out for a second.
Yes, you are.
No, I mean you're the only person who doesn't roll initiative.
Thank you, sarcastic Nick.
Oh, look at that. All
I
right.
assume based on the token that there's a skeleton key here.
There's a skeleton.
Yeah. All right. So, Jeremy, let's go ahead and have you take your turn while we wait for Gaxif to get back and roll initiative.
I had no idea there were treasure chests here.
Sorry, I had to go visit the restroom real bad. So
Yeah, no worries.
So I dashed through the spinning blades that had stopped like an idiot, and under the assumption that they might start up again and better to move quick. But
no, you fell down the hole. I was here for that.
Yep, plummeted right down a dumbass hole.
So, Jeremy, it is your turn.
Yeah, I know. My 40 feet is right here.
That's unacceptable.
You can't stop on somebody.
I know. So I'll take a bonus action to dash forward.
Yep. Okay.
Into the hole.
Yeah. Do I see the hole? Do I see the hole? If I'm not running, I'm leisurely walking.
If you're walking like normal, then no. You'll see it.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know how you're dashing with a leisurely walk. That's
Why I assume dashing is just is bonus movement. It's not running
right,
necessarily.
but each round represents 6 seconds. You're running like crazy. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Fair enough.
Good call. Just. He's gonna land on me and it's gonna hurt me, isn't it?
All right, you're running, and then all of a
I
syour
love the laughing in the background.
This pit open up before you. You're barely able to screech to a halt, putting both your arms out to kind of break yourself against the hallway.
Okay. Great. Can I slide down the side to get to the bottom where Ketchum
You
is?
can slide down it. It's a wall.
Oh, okay.
That's called falling. When you slide down a wall.
How far down is it?
20 feet.
Don't I have like a tumbling thing?
You could jump.
Jump what?
Use some of your movement.
Jump to the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, while you're there, so you see this strange skeletal creature off to your west. You also see, actually, you can't really see much because the room's pretty dark for you.
Okay. That ends my turn.
Okay.
I'll actually back up. I'll actually back up 5 and kind of hug the wall ish. I know it doesn't really work, but I want to allow people to pass.
Okay. So this skeletal creature kind of starts to pace along the walls, looking very concerned as it sees these new people enter the room, and with nowhere else to go, it's gonna run down into the pit and attack Ketchum.
Oh, well, there goes my thought that maybe I tried diplomacy.
Or that it can't see you.
Right. That theory also busted.
Okay, so it's going to make 2 of these dagger attacks, misses, and
Nope.
hits you for 3.
Okay.
As it pulls these kind of skeletal daggers out. Looks like they might have been ribs. All right, Odman's.
Pretty rough.
I'm gonna go right north of Jeremy.
Okay.
And I guess I kind of
So-
see the room.
Yeah, so you can see it, and so I can tell you, you see before you the deep pit that holds the sarcophagus with the skeleton locked in combat with Ketchum. The sarcophagus, again, is this stone sarcophagus with a lid that has a snarling monkey-like creature decorating it. Beyond the pit, you see 3 treasure chests sitting on stone daises. The chest on the left is carved of black onyx. The middle chest is rusty iron, and the chest on the right is silver and glistening with frost.
Oh wow, okay. I'm probably gonna need to ask you about that again. That's a lot of information. Right now I guess I see the skeleton. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt. I'm
Okay.
gonna use firebolt on him. Yeah.
Go for it. All right, so the firebolt flies through the air, impacts it just as it's trying to stab Ketchum again with its bone dagger, and all of a sudden the body just disintegrates into ash that falls to the floor, except for its skull with this strange apparatus attached to it that
It's the key.
it drops to the ground.
Oh, fantastic! And are we out of there? Yeah, we are. Okay, sweet. So I guess I lean over and I look at my dear friend and I say, "You all right down there? Catch him."
Oh, yeah, I mean, more or less. That was, not great. I fell down a hole. I got stabbed a couple of times. That's, been a complicated
So
day.
I have a rope. I'm gonna lower a rope on down.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to use it to sort of swing over and actually go up on one of the sides. Of the,
Sure. Okay.
I would like to go down the rope. Hey, Zig, can you hold that for a second? And I want to slide down the rope and pick up the key.
Okay, so you pick up the key, and it's pretty large. It's again, it's got this metal cage, kind of. It's like a hat, right? Or it's kind of locked into the skull's bone itself, and it's the top of this helm is shaped like a triangle.
Okay. What color does the key match any of the chests?
The helmet itself is seems to be like iron.
Oh, okay. How about this sarcophagus? Can I open this as well?
Wait, just in case, I'll throw the mask down to you. Didn't help much with skeleton, but maybe it'll help you open that sarcophagus.
Maybe, thank you. And I'll put the mask on and open the mask and open the sarcophagus. I think it matters.
You try to move the lid, and the lid does not budge.
Okay.
Did you need some help there? Like, why isn't it budging? Like, is it not budging?
Yes, I know. I'm thinking. So I can see everything else. Can I just investigate? Like, is there anything different? So aside, can I just investigate the sarcophagus about it? Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm looking to see what would be different about this one than compared to the other one, aside from the animal that it's depicted on it.
The next stream of consciousness is a difficult.
Can I do this? Yes.
Yes, I can.
Okay,
I'm the
so,
greatest.
yeah, go ahead and roll an investigation check. Okay, so you look at the lid, and it seems to be very tightly bound to the sarcophagus itself. There's like no gap. You can see enough of a line to see that it is removable, but something's holding it to it very fast. As you investigate further, you do find again, you see the monkey-like creature that's embossed upon the stone lid. You also see 3 kind of rectangular spots that are clear on the lid that feel like something should be there, but there's not currently anything there.
Okay, does the key that I'm holding match the shape that should be there?
No, the key you're holding, right? It's the size of a human. It's larger than a human head.
Okay.
It's quite large.
So I'm going to tuck the key into my pack, and then I'm going to climb the rope back up.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I think to open up this sarcophagus does have something to do with these chests.
Oh boy. I'll just step to the side and let me know if I can be of assistance.
Okay.
If it looks like
how can we get over to the other side? How can we get over to the other side of this?
So I mean, you can swing over, like I'll hold the rope, like Ketchum did.
Yeah, I'm over here right now. I'll be happy to help you up.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, Ketchum, do you have rope?
Yep.
Then I assume it's fine. You guys can make your way down one rope and up another. So who wants to be where?
Okay, so I will assist anybody who wants to climb down until I can get over myself.
Likewise for up.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you're staying there. All right, so Gaxif, where would you like to be?
I'm going to stand here until everybody is through the fan, basically.
Got it. Okay.
I would not move your thing until we are all.
Oh, I'm not moving that ever. No, that's not. Yeah,
it's immovable.
Yeah, good call. Good call. That is not happening. But I'm going to stand here until everybody is through the fan and where they want to be. I will be the last one through the fan, basically.
And I would be right on the other side of the fan.
Okay. All right. Orvex asks to kind of go through, and he wants to kind of he wants to check out the sarcophagus.
Okay, and what does he see?
He's inspecting it, and he says that based upon the iconography of this, this appears to be the tomb of Wongo, one of the 9 gods of Omen.
Oh no. More tombs.
He hates these tombs. Stay away from the tombs. Okay.
Well, boys, we open these chests, or are we heading out to the scary face hole?
Let's investigate the chest. I'm gonna investigate these.
What
chests.
kind of
We're here
animal?
now.
Okay. Which chest are you investigating?
I'll start with the one on the left.
Where was Wongo's place in that
The
story?
west.
He was the what?
He was a monkey. He was a Sioux monster, which is a monkey.
Wongo the Hoopastank.
All right, so Jeremy, you
Hoobastank.
take a look. You take a look at that, and you find that it is a chest.
I've been
carved
crawling in the dark.
completely out of black onyx. Like one big chunk of black onyx. Well, two big chunks. One being the lid, one being the chest itself, and the lid is currently closed. It does have some. It doesn't appear to have any sort of exterior lock, but it seems to be hinged.
Okay.
Wait, real quick. Did everybody make it into the room? Who wanted to make it into the room?
All's
Sounds
aboard
like-
is coming aboard. Yeah.
I mean, like, I would like to be on the other side too, but I need some. So that's why I was asking.
I could help him up.
All right.
All right. So this is Onyx. Is there a keyhole on the? Is there a way to? Does there appear to be a way to open the chest? I'm sorry. Did you say that already?
There's a lid, but there doesn't appear to be any sort of keyhole.
Okay. How about the other chests? The one to the right.
None of them appear to have an exterior keyhole. The one in the middle is made of iron, but it seems to have rusted heavily. And the one on the right is made out of silver, entirely out of silver, but it's glistening with frost.
Okay.
You can see like it evaporating a bit.
Okay. As I hold my hand closer to it, does it feel cold too?
It does.
I don't want to touch this one just yet.
There's a key in them.
You do not see any
How are they gonna
keys.
open
You
from
don't
the
even
inside?
see. You don't even see
Right,
on the outside.
somebody said something about keys. So
Mike likes to talk about keys.
No, we got a key from the thing the thing we killed.
These chests, by the way, they're 5 feet long, 3 feet wide, 3 feet high.
Oh, these are huge chests. Okay.
They're very big. They're very big.
Mega.
Okay. I knock on the chest.
hello.
That one on the left.
The
To
spell
to
knock or
to
the
one on the
physical
back, to the
act?
black onyx one.
It barely makes a sound. It's just dense as hell.
Interesting. Does it sound hollow, or does it sound like it's like more of a thudding, no noise?
Right, that's more of a thud. You're knocking on a big slab of stone.
Okay.
Like if you
Open
tap
up.
a rock.
Are you trying to open?
Yeah,
Like,
we want to try to open this.
As of right now, you haven't tried to open it. You've just been looking at it.
Do I want to? No.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try to open it. I'll try to open this chest.
Okay, it opens up along the hinge, and the inside of the chest is completely empty. The top of the lid, though, the inside of the lid, so what you are now looking at
Right.
as you've opened it up, you see a 3-inch long golden key protruding from an adamantine keyhole set into that lid.
Huh.
And that's where we will pause for next week.
Oh my
boy.
goodness.
Nice.
What a cliffhanger.
Ugh. I feel like everything we do is just the most chaotic and deadly thing in the world right now.
Don't open that door.
That's not true. We didn't even come close to death this week.
No,
We did
but
get
I mean,
close to doing
Well,
anything
Ketchum almost did drown to death.
I almost drowned for one, and
True.
and two, I really thought that when you guys cut down that thing, they're like, "I'm only for Master Thieves," that something really bad was going to happen, and I think like maybe it still might. I don't know.